What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. 10C Chapter 246 Advertisement. A blazing black flame ignited outside the huge red skeleton. Everyone was shocked that Sasuke's control of Amaterasu's black flames was still above Uchiha Itachi, and the master changed its form. Qiye nodded with interest. Sasuke has grown up well, at least he has surpassed Itachi on Amaterasu. Apparently, Amaterasu's black flames did little harm to Uchiha Itachi. Itachi's figure was detached from the red Susanoo. At the same time, Susa was released, and the black flames all fell to the ground. The atmosphere in the air started to get weird. Itachi's eyes suddenly looked in Sasuke's direction. He never imagined that Sasuke would open the Mangekyo Sharingan in Orochimaru. This younger brother of my own won't fight an uncertain battle, he only came to take revenge after having the Mangekyo Sharingan, so it is. Uchiha Itachi saw that the shape of Sasuke's original three-god jade had changed to the shape of a hexagram, which is already the symbol of Mangekyo Sharingan. In the past, when the Uchiha clan was still around, there were only a few members of the Mangekyo Sharingan. Uchiha Fugaku's Mangekyo Sharingan started during the Third Ninja War. Later, Uchiha Shisui also owned the Mangekyo Sharingan. And Itachi's Mangekyo Sharingan was opened after witnessing Shisui's death. And now, not only Itachi has Mangekyo Sharingan, Sasuke also has Mangekyo Sharingan. Even that Uchiha Qiye has the Mangekyo Sharingan. Uchiha Itachi murmured, has the Mangekyo Sharingan become so cheap now? Itachi once told Sasuke, come in front of me when you have eyes like his. And this time, Sasuke did it. In the distance, Qiye and Quan were sitting side by side on the big tree trunk, and Quan leaned on Kai's shoulders. Qiye-kun, is that Mangekyo Sharingan? It turns out to have the same eyes as you. Will I have those eyes in the future? Of course, you must have that power. The current Uchiha Spring is the three-tomo Sharingan, and opening the Mangekyo Sharingan just needs an opportunity. Of course, there is another way, Qiye smiled. Is this the fight of the Uchiha clan? It's amazing. At some point, Kisame also stood on top of Deidara's clay bird. Deidara was taken aback, he was so absorbed in just now that he didn't notice Kisame beside him. Hey, Kisame, what are you doing here? Hee, Deidara, don't be so stingy. This is a special viewing seat, I'm just as curious as you are about the direction of this battle. All of a sudden, Kisame and Deidara started chatting. Deidara. Kisame, who do you think will win this battle? It must be Itachi, my younger brother is my younger brother after all. Whether it's reason or strength, Kisame is always on Itachi's side. Originally, Deidara also thought that the winner would be Itachi, but until the appearance of Uchiha Qiye, everything was disturbed. And depending on the situation, Itachi's younger brother seems to know Uchiha Qiye. Deidara is quite unhappy with Itachi. This time, the one who will lose is Uchiha Itachi. Sasori. I agree with Deidara that the loser will be Uchiha Itachi. The unanimous thoughts of the two made Kisame bewildered. Everyone is Akatsuki, don't you worry about Itachi's strength? Fortunately, Deidara said that she once lost to Itachi and she didn't want him to win normally. But Sasori, who has always been cautious and calm, how could he think that Sasuke will win? From Kisami's point of view, this Sasori is purely following Deidara. Then let's see together, who has the last laugh. Sasuke, I admit that you have grown a lot and have the Mangekyo Sharingan, but you know, I am the obstacle you will never get over, and your eyes will be my bright future. Drink, do you want my pupil power? You Uchiha Itachi don't deserve it. Itachi's mouth twitched slightly. HMPH, Amaterasu, you can do it, but this, can you do it? Itachi's left eye narrowed suddenly. At this time, Sasuke was staring at him. Tsukuyomi. Woo, woo, woo. All of a sudden, the world was eclipsed, and everything around it changed dramatically. Sasuke finds himself kidnapped on a cross at this very moment. Standing in front of him is Uchiha Itachi with a long blade. This is the end of your arrogance, my stupid brother, This is another profound meaning of my Mangekyo Sharingan, Tsukuyomi. In Tsukuyomi's world, time, space, etc. are all under my control. Even if they are both Mangekyo Sharingan, there must be strengths and weaknesses in pupil power. In Itachi's opinion, Sasuke is still too confident. Decisively it will be given in vain. Then where to start first? Don't worry, my stupid brother, I will torture you in this world for 3 days and 3 nights. The long blade in Uchiha Itachi's hand was aimed at Sasuke's waist. Ha ha ha. Sasuke burst out laughing. Itachi's inexplicable confidence made him feel really ridiculous. Uchiha Itachi, your proud illusion is worthless in front of my eyes, stop showing off your dirty eyes. Click. Click, advertisement. Tsukuyomi's world begins to shatter like a mirror. The whole world began to distort, and finally turned into nothingness. Those who eat melons are very much looking forward to what the result of this illusion showdown will be. It's been a while since Uchiha Itachi and Sasuke stood there motionless. The Uchiha family has Sharingan and is also a master at using illusions. All of the ninjas present were quite capable, and they all knew that they were competing in illusion. The first to have an abnormal reaction was Uchiha Itachi. He had closed his left eye, panting heavily, and half knelt on the ground. How is it possible? You broke my Tsukuyomi. When the illusion Tsukuyomi is cracked, Itachi's spirit will be greatly backfired. At this time, he was exhausted both mentally and physically. And Sasuke, intact, in high spirits. Sasuke's face was already contorted. Itachi's Tsukuyomi just now, he doesn't care at all. Tisk tisk, mere Tsukuyomi, but that's it. Uchiha Itachi, you look like a dog in a mess right now. Itachi saw that Sasuke's Mangekyo Sharingan was different from before. It was originally in the shape of a hexagram, but now there are some more stripes on the basis of the hexagram. Itachi, who saw this scene, trembled slightly. This is the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Your Sharingan has evolved to such a degree. The eternal Mangekyo Sharingan requires a consanguineous transplant to complete, and how did he do it? Itachi saw Orochimaru's smile in the distance, and he understood. It's Orochimaru's fault. Whose eye did you transplant? My eyes are for revenge, the eyes of the head of the Uchiha clan you killed. Sasuke was in a state of madness at this point. Uchiha Itachi was so embarrassed in front of him, it was a scene he thought about every day and night. But today, it really happened in front of my eyes. This makes him not excited. Itachi saw that his younger brother was no longer the Sasuke he knew. You actually got your father's eyes transplanted? HMPH, it's just a clone. Real eyes can make me stronger, I just want him to see you die. The situation was reversed, and this time, Sasuke had the absolute upper hand. Samahata in the sky was worried about Itachi at this time. He didn't expect Itachi's Tsukuyomi to break Sasuke too. And judging from the conversation just now, Sasuke's eyes seemed to be more powerful than Itachi. Hey, Deidara, Sasori, if something goes wrong, let's do it together. Isn't he your partner? If you want to shoot yourself, didn't Itachi say not to let you shoot? Kisame. Deidara and Sasori don't want to go into this muddy water. Originally, Uchiha Qiye didn't come, but Deidara wanted to have a look. But now that Uchiha Qiye is there, they think it's better to be a melon eater. Because watching this revenge drama is really cool. Just like in the original book, you must observe the battle of Uchiha's brothers in the dark, it is a truth. Now, seeing Uchiha Itachi half kneeling on the ground, Sasuke can look down at him too. Looking down on the existence that he had always looked up to before. Now, he, Sasuke, can stomp it down hard. This greatly satisfied Sasuke's vanity. Uchiha Itachi, you show off those eyes in front of me like a waste. I can do what your eyes can do, but I have things you can't do. Swish, the mighty chakra poured out of Sasuke. A giant purple skeleton covers Sasuke in it. This is Sasuke's Susanoo. Susanoo's form is changing wildly, he has grown his lower body and legs, and his armor is attached, which is almost complete. How about it, Uchiha Itachi, can your Sharingan do this? A huge purple figure appeared in front of Uchiha Itachi. Itachi was horrified inside, such is the power of the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Sasuke's huge purple Susanoo had grabbed the long blade and swung it down. Boom, the earth made a loud noise at this moment. The red skull wraps Uchiha Itachi again. Chakra transformed into a circular shield to block Sasuke's attack. Orochimaru's face froze. It was the artifact he was looking for, it could defend against all physical attacks, Yada mirror. Tisk tisk, I didn't expect it to be in your hands, Itachi. Even after blocking Sasuke's attack, Itachi spat out a mouthful of blood. Maintaining Susanoo is a great drain on both chakra and the mind, and also a great burden on the body. The side effects of Susanoo left Uchiha Itachi with pain all over his body. Sasuke with the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan doesn't care about that at all. Now Uchiha Itachi is at the end of the game, chapter 247. Advertisement using Susanoo's Uchiha Itachi is a dead end. To some extent, Mangekyo Sharingan is indeed able to use the full Susanoo. However, this requires the user to use the Mangekyo Sharingan's pupil power to the ultimate and also have a huge chakra to open the full body Susanoo. It is quite difficult to open the full body Susanoo with Mangekyo Sharingan alone without external help. Because, Susanoo has great side effects on the body. In the original book, the reason why Kakashi opens the full body Susanoo with only Obito Mangekyo Sharingan is because Obito gave him the power of 6 paths in the chakra. Obito became 10 tails Jinchuriki and has the power of 6 paths in his body. Even so, after Kakashi used the full body Susanoo, his body was too weak. And Itachi is a sick seedling, and chakra is not so much. Turning on Susanoo has to suffer from its huge side effects, let alone turning on the full body Susanoo, which is impossible. However, Sasuke with the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan can do it. Not only does he have the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, but the current Sasuke also has Hashirama cells, which greatly increases his chakra. Now Sasuke's Susanoo is almost complete, and its Susanoo is the shape used in the Six Paths Obito. Even if he blocked Sasuke's attack with the Tenkun sword, Itachi was too weak. The fact that Tsukuyomi was broken just now was a huge drain on his mental power. Deidara above the sky has a taste of schadenfreude. Tisk tisk, Kisame, it seems that Itachi is dying. With Mangekyo Sharingan, Tsukuyomi Amaterasu, and Susanoo, Itachi is really strong, but his younger brother seems to be stronger than him. Deidara spread her hands out in a slightly mocking sense. At this time, Kisami's heart is entangled, whether he should take action or not. Forget it, Itachi told him not to shoot. Out of respect for Itachi, he still obeys Itachi's will. Seeing the extremely weak Uchiha Itachi, Sasuke twisted his neck and showed a very arrogant expression. Why, Itachi, do you only have this level? I'm so disappointed. At this time, Itachi was still maintaining the appearance of Susanoo, and his whole body was surrounded by huge red skeletons. Both eyes were bloodstained, and he was breathing heavily. Itachi never expected his fight against Sasuke to come so soon. Logically speaking, shouldn't Sasuke just graduated from ninja school at this time? He decided to die in the hands of Sasuke, use his own death to complete Sasuke, make him the hero of the Uchiha clan, and let him open the Mangekyo Sharingan. But all this has exceeded his expectations, and he has indeed planned the future for his younger brother. In the end, he found that he couldn't control it all. He would never tell Sasuke the truth about the Uchiha clan. Are you really going to die at the hands of Sasuke today? Itachi asks himself. He has done enough for Konoha. Sasuke's growth is beyond his expectations. That's how Orochimaru grew to this point, and Orochimaru didn't take his body. What does all this change? Itachi can't figure it out, and he can't figure it out either. It all changed because of that man, Uchiha Qiye. Uchiha Itachi's face was covered in fine sweat, blood and sweat intertwined. Qiye in the distance could sense that Itachi's chakra had become extremely weak. Itachi, who was half kneeling on the ground, seemed to have bowed his head to Sasuke. The red susa covering his body gradually showed signs of disappearing. Uchiha Itachi, you only have this level. The current Sasuke pinned the hopes of the entire clan to slaughter this demon. This is the best time for him to avenge his parents. Give me hell, Uchiha Itachi. Sasuke's facial muscles had become extremely contorted and growled wildly. He had waited too long for this moment. At the age of 7, he experienced the night of the genocide. Since then, Sasuke's goal in life has been revenge. 5 years later, he was finally able to do this. How many 5 years are there in life? Deep inside the giant purple Susanoo, Sasuke slashed directly at Uchiha Itachi with both hands waving with both blades. Swish, 2 huge purple giant blades fell from the sky. At this moment Itachi finally smelled the smell of death. Is that the end of it? No, I still have room to spare. Wouldn't it be a pity if it ended like this? Sizzle, at this moment, Itachi's Susanoo swells again. Yada mirror reappears, blocking a giant purple blade from Sasuke. It wasn't over yet. Susanoo held a fiery red long sword in his right hand. There is a formless sword created by chakra. This sword directly threw off another blow from Sasuke. Orochimaru's terrifying snake eyes narrowed slightly. Could it be that the sword is? Hum hum. Ha ha ha. Sasuke in Susanoo grins. That's right, just to please me like this. How much energy do you have to fight back? This level of attack can't satisfy me at all. Uchiha Itachi is already dead in Sasuke's eyes. Summoning technique. I saw Sasuke summoned a large gray snake to wrap around Itachi's Susanoo. This time, another mouthful of blood spit out from Uchiha Itachi's mouth. Red Susa stabbed his tongue with a sword of 10 fists. Advertisement. Wow wow, the body of the gray serpent is quickly merging into this fiery red sword. Orochimaru's face was extremely solemn. He guessed right, this is the legendary divine weapon, the 10-fist sword, which can seal everything that is stabbed. He reminded loudly. Sasuke, be careful, it is a 10-fist sword, with a very strong sealing power. Yada mirror and 10-fist sword. Orochimaru didn't expect that both of his coveted artifacts were in Itachi's hands. And they are not real objects, but artifacts that can only be used by Itachi Susanoo. But Orochimaru was a little surprised that Uchiha Itachi always vomited blood in battle. Could it be that Uchiha Itachi's body is ill? Orochimaru can only guess. HMPH, neither the 10-fist sword nor the Yada mirror can stop me. Sasuke snorted coldly. He had had enough. He wants to turn his fantasy into reality and see the death of Uchiha Itachi right away. Susanoo grew 3 heads and 6 arms, and set up a bow and arrow, covered with black flames. At the same time, the other 2 hands waved 2 giant purple blades, which were also covered by black flames. This time, he wants to make Uchiha Itachi even scum. Shish, the sharp arrow was shot, and the 2 giant blades also flew down quickly. Boom, a huge sound erupted from the entire forest, and Susanoo's blow directly blasted a huge crater dozens of meters wide. The black flame inside was blazing brightly. Puff. Itachi had difficulty maintaining Susanoo, and was knocked to the side. His whole body was shattered, and only 1 breath was left. Ah-hoo, it's over, big brother Sasori. Tisk tisk. I didn't expect Itachi's younger brother, Uchiha Sasuke, to be so strong. What about Kisame? The guy is gone, he doesn't seem to want to see Itachi's death. Indeed, Itachi had told Kisame not to shoot, but he also didn't want to see Itachi's death. If Itachi dies, Kisame can also be a little freer. Without the bondage of her partner, Kisame can go out and wave. So, big brother Sasori, that terrifying man Uchiha Qiye is also here. Shall we go too? No, let's take a look. I'm very curious about the final result. I can see if there will be any changes in the organization, and at the same time, I can verify the truth of what the man Uchiha Qiye said. Sasuke released Susanoo, and seeing Itachi lying on the ground dying, gave him great satisfaction. Now he is already thinking about how to kill Itachi. Does an Amaterasu turn it to ashes? No. Torture it? No. Or just take his dog's head with 1 knife? Itachi's face changed slightly. Sasuke, you really, becoming stronger, what? Before Itachi could finish speaking, he let out a scream, and with a simple wave, Sasuke removed Itachi's right arm with the Kusanagi sword. Grimly smiled. You don't deserve to call this name. Uchiha Fugaku and Mikoto who came out of the dirt are watching this. But at this time they are just zombies. Father, mother, have you seen this guy's death? Oh. Sasuke slashed again, and Itachi lost his left arm. Itachi's pain is his Sasuke's joy. Itachi's scream was his Sasuke's laughter. Seeing the bloody Itachi lying in a pool of blood, Sasuke's heart was greatly satisfied. Sasuke is torturing Itachi so that he can't live or die. Itachi can't even die now, not even a whole body. He didn't expect that Sasuke's heart had become so twisted for revenge. Wouldn't it be nice to give him a treat? Why are you torturing me? Am I really wrong? Uchiha Itachi was already self-doubting. Swish. With 2 sharp slashes, Sasuke also abolished Itachi's hands. The intense pain made Itachi almost lose consciousness. Deidara above the sky is chilling. Tisk tisk. I didn't expect Itachi's younger brother to have such a means. This kind of behavior can no longer be called art. Sasori suddenly finds that making 3rd Kasuke a puppet is much gentler than Sasuke's. At least he killed 3rd Kasuke directly, not so tortured. This shows how strong Sasuke's hatred for Uchiha Itachi is. Itachi's only remaining consciousness glanced at Uchiha Qiye and Izumi from the corner of his eye. From Izumi's face, Itachi saw the slightest sympathy. No, this isn't the real Izumi, it's all the man, Uchiha Kai's shit. Even with his last breath, Uchiha Itachi will contribute to Konoha. Itachi seemed to understand a little bit until he was about to die. All of this seems to be the ghost of that man, Uchiha Qiye. Wow. Suddenly, a crow flew out of Itachi's eyes. This is the last stubbornness of Uchiha Itachi, chapter 248. Advertisement quack, quack. There were several crows chirping. Suddenly, a crow flew out of Itachi's eyes. This is the last stubbornness of Uchiha Itachi. Seeing this scene in the distance, Qiye chuckled lightly. Uchiha Itachi, your life is over. This distinguished heavenly gods is your last struggle. Uchiha Itachi decided to die at the hands of Sasuke, and even if the moment came early, he could only recognize it. This distinguished heavenly gods Itachi intends to use Sasuke to protect Konoha. However, Sasuke's actions make Itachi change his mind. My parents were taken out by impure world reincarnation, and I don't know my stranger Quan. All in all, Itachi has no intention of using distinguished heavenly gods on Sasuke. He wants to use distinguished heavenly gods on that man, Uchiha Qiye. Quack, quack. The appearance of Shisui Sharingan appears in the crow's eyes. Is this? Qiye could feel that his brain was invaded by some kind of will. This Uchiha Itachi's distinguished heavenly god's target turned out to be me. Tisk tisk, so naive, Uchiha Itachi. Qiye once fought against Danzo's distinguished heavenly gods, back then he fought back in time. Qiye at this time was also very different from Uchiha Qiye at that time. His spiritual power has become incomparably powerful, forming a thick wall. It is impossible to change his will silently. It can be said that the distinguished heavenly gods are like a pediatric illusion in front of Uchiha Itachi and have no meaning at all. Distinguished heavenly gods with the strongest illusion is a garbage illusion in front of Qiye. Want to use distinguished heavenly gods on lousy Uchiha Itachi, you're not so far. Qiye murmured confidently. How is this possible? Distinguished heavenly gods have failed. As the caster, Itachi naturally felt that the distinguished heavenly gods did not work for Qiye. Desperate, Uchiha Itachi's heart was dead. Distinguished heavenly gods, as the strongest illusion of the Uchiha clan, was useless in front of that man. This has already broken Itachi's cognition. How did Uchiha do it? Is he a god? There is such a terrifying existence in the ninja world? But Uchiha Itachi tried his best, and what he could do stopped there. The sudden appearance of the crow made Sasuke stunned. But that didn't stop him from giving Uchiha Itachi the final blow. Orochimaru, on the other hand, is very familiar with the Sharingan on that crow. No, that's Uchiha Shisui's Mangekyo Sharingan. Did Itachi use the distinguished heavenly gods with Shisui's eyes to change the will of someone present? In the distinguished heavenly gods, the modified will not be noticed. So, who will Itachi target? Qiye came to Orochimaru's side. Orochimaru, what is there to worry about in distinguished heavenly gods? Don't worry, Sasuke didn't fall for his illusion. Itachi's target is me. Orochimaru's pupils shrank suddenly. As expected of Uchiha Itachi, he had already guessed that the toughest person on the scene was Uchiha Qiye. However, he still underestimated Qiye, a man who even distinguished heavenly gods couldn't do. Thinking of this, Orochimaru swallowed. Advertisement. Tisk tisk. Qiye-kun is such a monster. The last trump card has been used, and the severe pain of losing his limbs has made Itachi's consciousness begin to blur. Uchiha Itachi, let me give you one last ride. When Sasuke was about to cut off Itachi's head. Click, click, Itachi's body was quickly frozen into ice, and then burst open with a bang. What you can see is the crushed ice on the ground, not even the slag remains. This is Kai's divine ice. Qiye can't stand it anymore, who made Uchiha Itachi's last thoughts still on him. Facing the dying Uchiha Itachi, Qiye made up for it directly. With one move of the ice of the gods, he ended him. Hoo-hoo, father, mother, compatriots of the Uchiha clan, I have finally avenged you. That demon, Uchiha Itachi, has died by my sword, and your spirits in heaven can rest in peace. Itachi's death is a relief to Uchiha Sasuke. He had finally done it. The goal that Sasuke had been striving for all his life was finally accomplished at this moment. Deidara and Sasori in the sky were long gone, and they saw Itachi's death had slipped away quietly. At the same time, Deidara and Sasori believed Kai's words even more, and the goal of Akatsuki's organization was not simply to collect tailed beasts and conquer the world. They vaguely felt that they really seemed to be used. What Deidara and Sasori lack is evidence, or their leader, Payne, stating the true intentions. Qiye directly took Quan's hand and returned to the Uchiha family's home. And Sasuke continued to follow Orochimaru, and they returned to the hidden village of the land. Konoha village has not issued any notice that Sasuke is a traitor. A few days later, the entire ninja world was completely boiling. No one thought that the genius of the Uchiha family was actually killed by his younger brother Uchiha Sasuke. Unbelievable, really unbelievable. Everyone only knew the name of Uchiha Itachi, but never knew the existence of Uchiha Sasuke. It was supposed to be just a kid, but he killed that S-class traitor, Uchiha Itachi. At the same time, whether it is the country of earth, the country of thunder, or the country of water, you can rest assured on the treads, especially the third Tsuchikage Onogi of the land of earth. With one less Uchiha clan, one less becomes a threat to Uchiha Madara. After all, when he was young, he was beaten by Uchiha Madara. In the face of that unreachable power, Onogi was powerless at all. At the same time, he was very curious. How far did Uchiha Sasuke grow to be able to kill Uchiha Itachi? Could it be that the man closest to Uchiha Madara in this world is Uchiha Sasuke? Without the threat of Uchiha Itachi, an S-rank betrayal, there is a bigger threat in the ninja world, Uchiha Sasuke. And they know that Uchiha Sasuke is not Konoha's rebellious ninja, he is still Konoha's ninja. Except for Cloud Shinobi Village, Iwagakure and Kirigakure have no idea of the existence of Uchiha Qiye. During this period, Naruto and the others also successfully graduated from the ninja school. Naruto and Little Sakura's teacher is still Kakashi, but their teammate is not Uchiha Sasuke, but a passerby named Shihiba. What other changes? Ino Shikacho Group, teacher is Asuma. Red is already a Jonin, directing Hinata, Inuzuka Ya, and Aburame Shino. This batch of ninja school students finally graduated. At Shao Base, several camouflage phantoms gathered together again. Payne's surging pupils looked into the distance, wondering what he was thinking. Kisame, is Uchiha Sasuke really that strong? Itachi died at the hands of his younger brother. Chief, Uchiha Sasuke has the upper hand in the battle with Itachi. Chapter 249. Advertisement in the dark stone room. Several camouflage phantoms gathered together, and Xiao started the meeting again. Kisame, Itachi died at the hands of his brother. Boss, that's true. Kisame told Payne about the fight he saw. This space began to be silent for a few seconds, revealing a strange and uneasy atmosphere. After listening to Kisame's narration, Payne was inexplicably a little excited. Unexpectedly, Itachi's younger brother Uchiha Sasuke has grown to such a degree that he is qualified to be one of our targets. Deidara, Sasori, you guys continue to capture the tailed beasts. As for Kisame, you should relax by yourself. Understood, Chief. The camouflage apparitions of Deidara, Sasori, and Kisame instantly dissipated. This dark space began to distort, and a figure wearing an orange mask appeared in the distorted vortex space, which was the masked man Obito. The figure of Ju slowly emerged from the ground. Ju. Afei, what do you think of Itachi's death? HMPH, that man, Uchiha's traitor, Shaozong's undercover agent, died. The masked man, Obito, knew it all too well about Itachi's deeds, knowing that he was sent by Konoha's executives to undercover Akatsuki. But they also need his ability to capture the tailed beast, and everyone gets what they need. 4 tails is thanks to Itachi and Kisame, but they don't know that this seems to be captured by Kisame alone. Now that he is dead at the hands of Sasuke, he deserves to die. Itachi doesn't know about this, but Obito, the masked man, knows it. Without Uchiha Itachi's restraint, they can safely deal with Konoha and capture 9 tails. At the same time, the masked man Obito also became interested in Sasuke. From Kisame's narration just now, Obito, the masked man, knew that Sasuke's pupil power seemed to be above the Mangekyo Sharingan. That means that the other party has the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, which is an incredible thing. Masked man Obito smiled to himself. Tisk tisk, is it Orochimaru's fault? Sasuke and Orochimaru can be said to be a match made in heaven. Sasuke has the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, which means there is a possibility of evolving into a Rinnegan. Masked man Obito thinks that Sasuke might be the second backup after Nagato. Looks like it's time to meet this descendant of the Uchiha clan. Obito, the masked man, has long thought about it, telling Sasuke Uchiha the truth about Itachi, using him to deal with Konoha, and maybe Rinnegan as a surprise. Payne. How about Madara, do you want me to lead Payne's 6 paths against Konoha? Because of Uchiha Itachi's presence, Obito, the masked man, would have some scruples. But now that Uchiha Itachi is gone, they can do it with confidence. Don't worry, I feel the latest news. Konoha may not only have 9 tails, it seems that 3 tails is also in Konoha, and has been sealed in ninja physical strength to become Jinchuriki, plus Erwei is in the country of fire. Konoha Shinobi Village is such a nice place. Ju learned the news that the wild-tailed beast in the land of water was captured by the ninja of Konoha. Judging from this situation, it has long been sealed as Jinchuriki. No wonder Konoha was able to declare war on Hoki's Akatsuki, it seems that it has the capital. The previous war between Konoha and Cloud Shinobi was also a victory for Konoha. It can be said that the current country of fire is the strongest country in the ninja world. Absolutely, who do you think is willing to cooperate with us in the 5 major countries of the ninja world today? Land country. Impossible. We captured their 4 tails. The old man Oyegi is not a good stubborn, he still wanted to use Akatsuki at the beginning. The country of the wind, it doesn't work either. Their village was destroyed by Deidara, and Sanagakure and Konoha are closely related, it is impossible. The same is true for the land of water, where the predecessor, 4th Mizukage Yagura, was controlled by Akatsuki, resulting in the village of Blood Mist. Kirigakure hates Xiao to the core, but, speaking of which, he paused for a moment. Hey, now Kirigakure is electing 5th Mizukage, Terumi Mei and Ghost Lantern Noiue. Noiue is our person, we have been contacted by Kisame, after all, the most familiar with Mist Shinobi is the one from Mist Shinobi Ninja Swordsman. Kisame. As long as Ghost Lantern becomes Mizukage, everything will be easier to say. Next, is the Land of Thunder, Cloud Shinobi Village. This is the most likely ninja village, they lost in the frontal battle with Konoha. 2-tailed Jinchuriki died at the hands of Konoha Shinobi by Wooden Golem. It's fair to say that 4th Raikage has been looking for a chance against Konoha. At this time, Akatsuki as a hiring organization can come in handy. Masked man Obito smiled slyly. Very good, absolutely, the cooperation with Cloud Shinobi will be handled by you and Payne, and Kisame will handle it from Kirigakure. Then Afei, how about you? I want to get back what belongs to me. Payne. What about Deidara and Sasori? Masked man Obito. These 2 idiot art duo are just tools we use, they are not very useful, let them catch the tail beast outside. Hey, poor Deidara and Sasori. When they were gone, the others in Akatsuki had blatantly called them tool people. Advertisement. As for what the masked man Obito said about getting back what belonged to him, it was naturally his other Sharingan. Only when two of their own Sharingans come together can they exert their greatest strength. The power of Kamui, one attack and one defense, all are guaranteed. From the masked man Obito's point of view, Kakashi doesn't deserve to use his Sharingan. On the other side, Kie was wandering in the land of water. He didn't want to come, but Tsunade begged him. Kie kid, I won't call you kid, Kie elder brother, Kie master. I beg you to go and have a look. Tsunade Hokage doesn't even want to do it anymore, looking like a pear blossom with rain. There is no Haki of the past in front of him. If it wasn't for the fact that she said she had special service at the end, and there was a triumphant smile on the corner of her mouth, Kie would really believe her acting skills. Anyway, after this matter is over, he will see what special service Tsunade has given him. Kie, who had nothing to do, came to the land of water only in the blink of an eye. He used the Sharingan to imprint the image on the lake where Three Tails was captured before, and a goddess came over. As soon as he came here, Kie sensed it, and suddenly, there were two huge chakras nearby. One of them's chakra even reached the level of a tailed beast. This person Kie has met, so is familiar with his chakra, Hoshigaki Kisame. However, the other person's chakra is not too much, and he is also a master. Kie quietly approached. No Moon, are you sure you are qualified for the 5th Mizukage? Kisame, you look down on me. I could have been a member of the organization. Wuyue, is that the guy? In the dark, Kie saw Kisame talking to a man named Wuyue from a distance. Judging from the amount of chakra and his behavior in front of Kisame, he definitely has the power to become Akatsuki. He was neither humble nor arrogant in front of Kisame, and there was a hint of arrogance. Tisk tisk, Sashao is also playing infernal affairs. Kie laughed secretly. Kisame grinned grimly. It turned out that he was also a mist shinobi ninja. He couldn't be more clear about the strength of Onilan Wuyue. Ghost Lantern Wuyue is in Kirigakure, but in the Ghost Lamp family, he is not inferior to the genius of Ghost Lantern Full Moon. After the death of the Ghost Lamp Full Moon, the Ghost Lamp No Moon is the well-deserved top ninja of the Ghost Lamp clan. Ghost Lantern Wuyue. With the abilities of my Ghost Lantern clan, 5th Mizukage's position is not yet within reach. Kisame smiled. I heard that your competitor is that woman. Terumi Mei, she has this qualification. Even if she has 2 kinds of blood, it's not enough for me now. Now this Mist Shinobi's ninja's support for Onilan Wuyu has surpassed Terumi Mei. Master Yuan is also helpless about this, so he has both Ghost Light Wuyue and Terumi Mei. Both have the talent to be the Mizukage. The most important thing for ninjas is strength, so Yuenshi can only decide who is the 5th Mizukage through the contest between ninjas. The test is 3 days later. Terumi Mei, as elite Jonin of Mist Shinobi, takes this match very seriously. Wuyue, the leader, is afraid of any accident, and wants me to give this to you. With it, you will never lose. Kisame threw out a bottle. The leader has become so cautious, the ruthless and absolutely invincible Akatsuki organization in my heart is gone. The Ghost Lamp Wuyue, who caught the bottle, smiled meaningfully. Kisame, if you hadn't been a member of Akatsuki, the sword Samahata would have been in my hands, and you were one step ahead. I didn't expect you to kill the watermelon mountain pufferfish first. Except your Samahata and the beheading sword, all other ninja swords are in my hands. Other ninja swords from Mist Shinobi, Kisame, can also be used. But to be proficient with the 7 ninja knives of the master, he would have to be a genius of the Ghost Lantern clan. The current Ghost Lamp Full Moon has no sword except Samahata and beheading sword. Long knives and needles, blunt knives, kabuto cuts, blasting knife droplets, thunder knives, double knives flounder are all in his hands. What Terumi Mei will fight with him. Kisame, who has the title of the Tailless Beast, is also afraid of 3 points in his heart in the face of the Ghost Lamp Wuyue. HMPH, don't be too arrogant, Wuyue. I have already conveyed the leader's order, and then it will depend on your performance. When you take control of Kirigakure, we will work with Cloud Shinobi and Mist Shinobi to kill Konoha. By then, only the land of the 5 kingdoms will be left, and that's when Akatsuki will conquer the world. Kisami's words just changed into a cloud of white smoke. The secret Kie finally understood something. It turned out that the one named Wuyue belonged to the Ghost Lantern family. No wonder he was able to use 5 ninja knives and was so arrogant in front of Kisame. Is this Shaoan's undercover agent in Mist Shinobi? I also want to join forces with Cloud Shinobi. It's really a big chess game. It's a pity, that they are facing Uchiha Qiye. His own village was peaceful, and the bored Qiye could only play with other ninja villages. With a move, Qiye decided to break into the enemy's interior. He wants to see what Kirigakure looks like after the Blood Fog era. Chapter 250. Advertisement. Kirigakure is built in the deep mountains of the Land of Water, and is shrouded in thick fog all the year round. Because of its unique geographical location, the country of water is surrounded by the sea on all sides, and is basically isolated from other countries. This also facilitates Kirigakure's policy of closing the village. Water style, water array. A beautiful blue figure is practicing in a clearing outside Kirigakure. It is Terumi Mei. Gathering chakra at the throat, and spewing a meteor-like water polo forward in one breath, this is quite a powerful water style ninjutsu. Terumi Mei's beautiful eyes looked at her water style attack with some dissatisfaction in her heart. Damn it, is that all there is to it? He was practicing for the competition with Ghost Lan Wuyue 3 days later. Kirigakure is a powerful ninja from Kirigakure, who has performed many S-rank missions and successfully completed them. In the completion of these S-rank missions, Ghost Light Wuyue did not suffer serious injuries. The S-rank quest is the highest rank among ninjas, and Terumi Mei has done it several times. But compared with the Ghost Lights without the moon, it can't be on the table. Originally Terumi Mei's biggest wish was to marry herself. She didn't want to be an old leftover girl. But after witnessing the village of Blood Fog, marrying herself has become her second goal. The first goal is to become Mizukage. She wants to change the village. As a woman, a female ninja, she doesn't want to lose to Gaidong Wuyue. The ghost lamp without moon gave her a gloomy and eerie feeling. She didn't want to give Kirigakure to such a man. Although Kirigakure is closed to the village, he still has a good understanding of the outside world. Terumi Mei knew that Tsunade had become the 5th Hokage and had kept Konoha village in order. Inwardly, Terumi Mei sees Tsunade as a role model. Not to mention Terumi Mei, almost all female ninjas in this ninja world regard Tsunade as a role model, and they all want to be as powerful and beautiful as Tsunade. Tsunade can be said to be the representative of female ninjas. Damn it. Absolutely can't lose to that guy. Not only does the ghost light no moon give Terumi Mei a gloomy feeling, it also makes her feel sick. Terumi Mei is disdain for his company. Also a mist shinobi ninja, he has never performed a mission with Onito Wazuki, not even once. Because Terumi Mei likes handsome guys, and Gaidong Wuyue is extremely ugly. The facial features are not straight, and the two eyes are not symmetrical at all. Terumi Mei felt that it affected her mood at a glance. But Gaidong Wuyue's strength also made her quite afraid. When Ghost Lantern Full Moon was still around, Ghost Lantern Wuyue was a genius of the Ghost Lantern family who was as famous as Ghost Lantern Full Moon. And after the death of the Ghost Lamp Full Moon, the Ghost Lamp No Moon completely controlled the Ghost Lamp clan. He is a really powerful genius ninja. Ghost Lantern Wuyue not only has the support of the Ghost Lantern clan, but Anbu from Mist Shinobi is also mostly on his side. Originally, Terumi Mei had the upper hand in the support rate of Mist Shinobi ninjas, but later, he was gradually dominated by Oni Lan Wuyue. Now Terumi Mei's only advantage is the support of Kirigakure villagers. In the eyes of the villagers of Mist Shinobi, Terumi Mei is mature, dignified and gentle, with a smile on her face from time to time. They naturally hope that Terumi Mei will become Mizukage, but Ghost Lantern Wuyue has no good feelings in the hearts of the villagers, and she looks fierce. For those villagers, I absolutely cannot lose. Terumi Mei snorted coldly. Boil style, Xiaowu technique. Call, in an instant, Terumi Mei opened her sexy flaming red lips. Spit out a boiling, hot mist from his mouth, which melted rows of trees and even rocks. Boil style is another bloodline limit of Terumi Mei, which is more powerful than lava style. To be honest, facing the ghost lights without moon, Terumi Mei has no absolute certainty to win him. The Onito family is good at using ninja swords. She knows that Onito Muyue has nothing but the Samahada, the sword that rebelled against the ninja Hoshigaki Kisame, and the beheading broadsword that never cuts. The other 5 big swords are all in the hands of Gaidong Wuyue. In the past, the 7 ninja swordsmen were Mist Shinobi's most famous faction. However, the appearance of Gaidong Wuyue ended the existence of the 7 ninja swordsmen, and he had only 5 ninja swords. Thinking of the title of the 7 ninja swordsmen, it must be recognized by him. There is no need to defeat him, as long as your strength is recognized by him. Maybe Gaidong Wuyue will give you a ninja sword, so that you can get the title of the 7 people of ninja sword. But so far, no Mist Shinobi ninja has done it. Therefore, these 5 ninja knives are exclusively exclusive to Gaidong Wuyue. I heard that Gaidong Wuyue couldn't find any trace of Zabuzan, otherwise he would have taken the beheading sword from Zabuzan's hands. Kisami's sword Samahada is no different. Thinking of this, Terumi Mei's face is extremely solemn. This is a strong enemy. However, she will not give up, and being able to bring Kirigakure out of the shadow of the blood mist is what she has always pursued. After performing some ninjutsu exercises, Terumi Mei breathed a sigh of relief. He wiped the sweat off his face. That's it for today. The place where Terumi Mei practiced, there was a wide forest on one side, and an endless sea on the other side. This is due to the geographical advantage of the land of water. Terumi Mei, who is practicing, can also hear the sound of the waves crashing against the rocky cliffs, which is very pleasant. Clap clap, Terumi Mei, who was about to go back, suddenly heard a burst of applause. Advertisement. His face changed suddenly. Who is there? Qiye slowly walked out from behind a big tree, looking at Terumi Mei with a smile. I have to say, Terumi Mei, wrapped in a blue dress, highlights her figure just right. With that long brown hair and flaming red lips, she is simply a stunner, no less than the existence of Tsunade. Terumi Mei was also stunned when she saw Uchiha Qiye's appearance. He had never seen such a handsome and imposing man. If it was an acquaintance, she might send a melting kiss. Who are you? Shouldn't you be from Kirigakure? First, Terumi Mei excluded the person who was Kirigakure. The reason is very simple, she has never seen such a handsome man in Kirigakure for so many years. If there is, she can still escape her eyes. Terumi Mei will not be single until now. So it can only be outsiders, people from other countries. Terumi Mei immediately became alert. She was a woman who wanted to become Mizukage. How could she be fooled by male s***x? Even if you were confused for a while, you cannot be confused forever. Qiye smiled lightly. Terumi Mei, don't be so nervous. I'm definitely not from Kirigakure, and I'm not hostile here. Kai's simple smile made Terumi Mei return to the age of love. Her pent-up heart was about to melt. This outsider even knows my name. As a ninja, the ninja who wants to marry immediately, or her rationality overcomes her sensibility. There's no hostility, so what are you doing here? I like you, be my woman. Qiye didn't make a fuss and said his thoughts directly. When strength was already the ceiling, Qiye thought of getting satisfaction from other aspects. Hokage is his woman, and Mizukage is also his woman. Yes, there are leg shadows. Bah, what leg shadow? That's Tsuchikage. As for Raikage, Qiye thinks that's fine. When Qiye was in a bad mood, he went to destroy Cloud Shinobi Village. The Land of Wind is already a vassal of the Land of Fire, when Hokage, Mizukage, and Tsuchikage are all his people, or his women. Who else is fighting against him? The whole ninja world is gone, and he cannot be found. Tsunade is Hokage, Terumi Mei is future Mizukage. These are two extremes. But even if it is the two layers of water and fire, Uchiha Qiye has to screw it together. Terumi Mei's eyes widened and she was stunned. If the handsome man in front of her was an acquaintance, she might have agreed immediately. But a stranger, who has already scored full marks in terms of appearance, Terumi Mei will never agree. Although she wanted to marry herself, she couldn't marry so easily. Man, you say that to every woman, Terumi Mei thought to herself, don't think that she has a good skin, all the women in the world will follow you. Hey, how do you know? This is not scum, I just want to give a woman like you a home. Humph, rascal. Terumi Mei didn't expect such a brazen person in the ninja world. The key is someone with such a handsome appearance. If you're my woman, I can make you the 5th Mizukage. Cut. It's up to you. Terumi Mei dismissed Kai's words, and the conversation between the two was somewhat flirtatious. Since you're here, don't even think about leaving. Kirigakure has always been out of the state of closed village, when it has enough strength on its own. Kirigakure will only be open to the outside world. At present, Kirigakure just wants to quietly develop the economy and cultivate ninjas. If outsiders enter, they are enemies. As a ninja, Terumi Mei has to fulfill her duty as a ninja and deal with the invaders. Water style, water dragon bomb technique. Terumi Mei made a mark directly, with the help of the sea on the side. A huge water dragon jumped out of the sea and roared in the sky. This is different from the ordinary water dragon bomb. Terumi Mei directly used the giant water dragon bomb with the help of geographical advantages. No matter who the enemy is, Terumi Mei always uses powerful attacks. Qiye smiled lightly, he wanted to chat with Terumi Mei again. Unexpectedly, she shot directly, and profoundly explained that if you can do it, don't beep. At this time, Terumi Mei, as a strong competitor of Mizukage, already has cage-level strength. The 5th Mizukage in the future, I'll play with you. Conquering Terumi Mei is naturally a bit difficult, otherwise it will be boring. The huge water dragon hovered high in the sky and swooped towards Uchiha Qiye. The water dragon opened its fierce mouth and charged towards Qiye. With its huge size and speed, the water dragon seems to be able to devour everything. Even huge rocks will be crushed by this water dragon. A slight smile appeared on the corner of Terumi Mei's mouth. He murmured and said, no matter who you are, if you want to be my man, this is far from enough. If you don't have the strength to show off in front of me with a pair of skins, that's a waste. Facing the amazing giant water dragon, Qiye just stood there quietly, without any intention of evading. Time seemed to stand still at this moment. Chapter 251. Advertisement. The giant water dragon is amazing, and its power is comparable to A-level ninjutsu. Facing Terumi Mei, who was attacking so fiercely, Uchiha Qiye just stood there quietly. Time seemed to stand still at this moment. HMPH, have you given up? The water dragon bomb cast by Terumi Mei has a wide range of tens of meters. At the moment she just cast it, the opponent should avoid it. It's too late to hide now. The skeleton of the man in front of him will be smashed to pieces by his water dragon bomb. Tisk tisk. Terumi Mei felt pity in her heart. It looks good, but unfortunately it is a vase, and it dares to shout in front of me without the strength. Those who are not Kirigakure are enemies. In Terumi Mei's eyes, Uchiha Qiye is already dead. The huge water dragon slammed into Uchiha Qiye, and suddenly stopped when there was still a 10-foot distance from Qiye. Terumi Mei's expression froze. Well, what's going on here? Wowlala the giant water dragon was right in front of Uchiha Qiye, but couldn't take a step forward. It fell to the ground with a huge splash of water. Like a torrential rain, many trees were washed down by the current. Qiye exerted several times the gravity on the water dragon, which had already reached the limit that the water dragon could bear. Unbearable water dragons can only fall to the ground and become dead dragons, scattered into water splashes. Terumi Mei's face became solemn at this time. She just didn't see Uchiha Kai's seal at all, nor did she see Kai's action movie, she just stood there quietly. The water dragon bomb is cracked. This guy, did you use any secret technique? Terumi Mei is also the first person to have cracked her ninjutsu with such a bizarre technique. The more mysterious it is, the weirder it is, she can't be careless. Beauty, are you going to do it before you finish talking? Qiye said with a frivolous smile. There is nothing to say to the enemy. Terumi Mei doesn't feel killing intent from Qiye, even so, she doesn't have the slightest sympathy for the intruder as a mist shinobi ninja. If you want to be my man, you are not qualified enough. Is it? Qiye played with the kunai in his hand, without looking at Terumi Mei. Water style, water array. Without the slightest hesitation, Terumi Mei, with the sea beside her, occupied an absolute location. Once again used the water style technique. The scale of this water column is mixed with seawater, and its size is comparable to a meteorite. Compared with the previous water dragon bomb, the range is large and the speed is as high as that. This majestic attack attacked Uchiha Qiye, and the power was so powerful that it crushed the whole person. In the original book, Terumi Mei used this trick to suppress Uchiha Madara's raging fire, not to mention the addition of seawater. Click. Click, even this powerful water style is useless in front of Uchiha Qiye. Not yet in front of Qiye. The huge water polo quickly froze and became a hockey puck. The hockey puck was crystal clear and reflected a dazzling light. Uchiha Qiye and Terumi Mei were able to see themselves in the ice hockey mirror image. How is this possible? Terumi Mei was shocked when she saw that her two attacks were easily resolved by the opponent. And Uchiha Kai's cracking method is weirder than the other. The previous water dragon bomb dissipated automatically, and this time the water column turned into a big ice ball directly in front of it. Can this guy use ice escape? Terumi Mei frowned, and their Kirigakure used to have ninjas who used ice escape blood to follow the limit. However, due to the policy of the blood fog period, the ninjas who were carrying the limits of blood were slaughtered, and now Terumi Mei is nowhere to be seen using the ice escape. Who the hell are you? You actually have the boundaries of ice escape and blood. Can we finally have a good chat? I thought you were going to fight, but this is not the limit of the ice escape bloodline, it is much stronger than that. Ahem. Qiye coughed a few times and said seriously, my name is Uchiha Qiye. Uchiha? Terumi Mei's eyes lit up, it turned out to be the ninja of Konoha. I heard that the Uchiha clan are all handsome guys, it seems to be true. You are the ninja of Konoha. What's the matter with our mist shinobi? It's okay, I'll just wander around. In Terumi Mei's eyes, Kai's truth is just perfunctory. How can ninja go to the local territory to wander around? Fooling, it's just a big hoax. Is this bullying my brain? From Terumi Mei's point of view, this Uchiha Qiye must have come to inquire about their Kirigakure information. Not long ago, the brother battle between Uchiha Sasuke and Uchiha Itachi was a hot topic in the ninja world. Now that the ninjas of Konoha are coming to their Kirigakure, things must not be easy. Terumi Mei's eyes lit up. Since it's Konoha's ninja, I can't stay. A sharp look flashed in his eyes. Although the attack just now didn't work, it was only Terumi Mei's test. In the battle between ninjas, intelligence is especially important. Lava style, monster melting technique, wow wow. Terumi Mei spit out a large amount of acid directly from his mouth. This acid is not only extremely viscous, but also quite corrosive, and the range is so wide that Uchiha Qiye has nowhere to avoid it. This time, she doesn't believe her lava style will fall out of thin air. And this extremely corrosive will not be frozen, just melt it. There was a flash of pleasure in Terumi Mei's eyes. In this acid solution, large swaths of trees collapsed. The grass and trees melted in an instant, and Terumi Mei was turned into pitch black. I said, your move is too polluting the environment. A dull voice came from behind Terumi Mei, impossible. This sudden joking sound made Terumi Mei's delicate body tremble. There was a look of horror in the beautiful eyes. Turning around suddenly, he saw Uchiha Qiye sitting on the tree trunk. His right little finger was digging his ear, revealing a cynical smile. Uchiha Qiye was clearly in front of him just now, but in an instant he was behind her. Instant body technique? No, not possible. With Terumi Mei's current strength, it is impossible for her to fail to see the instant body technique. This sudden news came out suddenly. Reminds her of the name of that elusive yellow flash. The time-space ninjutsu this guy just used. Terumi Mei's heart firmed the idea. What, are you going to use boil style next? Terumi Mei was stunned for a while, and the other party actually guessed what she was thinking. And know her so well. Advertisement: Terumi Mei's 2 kinds of blood following limits are no longer a secret in the ninja world. No matter how much Kirigakure closed the village, the loss of information was inevitable. In an instant, the other party guessed what he was thinking. Terumi Mei became angry. She also stopped using boil style, grabbed kunai and ran towards Uchiha Qiye. Tisk tisk. Angry women are so scary. Did they just rush over like this? Qiye smiled lightly. Swish, I saw Terumi Mei flicked it, and dozens of kunai flew towards Uchiha Qiye, very fast, and they were all tied with detonating charms. Hello. Are you trying to murder your husband? This B***********D. Terumi Mei's face flushed red and she bit her red lips. In front of her, this time Qiye dodged. Using the snakeskin to walk, jump up and down, one lower back, the whole person moves like a graceful dance, hiding all the kunai with the detonating amulet one by one. Bang bang bang, kunai shot at the tree behind him, on the grass, and a huge explosion followed. What the hell? Qiye clapped his hands, and as soon as he turned around, Terumi Mei appeared in front of him. This. Kai's pupils suddenly dilated. He saw a wicked smile on Terumi Mei's delicate and pretty face. Successful. The kunai in Terumi Mei's hands was only an inch away from the position of Uchiha Kai's heart. Terumi Mei used Uchiha Qiye to evade her kunai attacks with the detonating charm, and then used this gap to come directly to him and give him a fatal blow to Uchiha Qiye. At such a close distance, even if the gods came, they could not hide. Boom! Terumi Mei held kunai's jade hand and penetrated Uchiha Kai's chest directly. At such a close distance, Qiye was very proud to see that the smile on Terumi Mei's face grew wilder. Tisk tisk. No matter what your abilities are, everything is over. To be honest, you are my ideal type based on appearance alone, but you are not qualified enough for strength. Terumi Mei smiled flatly. Qiye widened his eyes and let out a painful moan. When Terumi Mei wanted to retract the hand that penetrated Uchiha Kai's chest. But suddenly I found that no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get my right hand back. A terrifying chill surrounded it. Between her own breath and the breath she exhales, she can see the coldness. The biting chill made her shudder. The flaming red lips were also frozen white at this moment. What's going on? At this moment, Terumi Mei felt like she was in a deep pool of cold water. It was so cold that it was difficult to even breathe. It only felt that his heart seemed to have stopped beating, and at this moment, Terumi Mei's heart poured out a kind of despair. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't break free of despair. This kind of terrifying fear was something she had never had before, and her whole body started to tremble. Damn, what the hell is this? Click, click, Terumi Mei's eyes widened, her face full of astonishment. The sentence that he penetrated turned into an iceman, and his right hand was frozen. The freezing was spreading rapidly, and she watched helplessly as she was covered by ice from her right hand to her whole body. But she was powerless. She tried her best to break free from the ice. The freezing didn't stop until her neck. Click, click. The Iceman in front of him suddenly shattered, and scattered all over the place, turning into ice cubes. And the figure of Uchiha Qiye slowly emerged from the scattered ice. How is this possible? Terumi Mei's pretty face turned pale at the moment, and her eyes were full of shock. Very simple thing. Qiye just used elementalization to dodge Terumi Mei's attack and freeze her. He's had enough fun, it's time to have a good talk with Terumi Mei. He wanted to have a good talk with Terumi Mei from the beginning, but there was no way. Terumi Mei had to do it. Then Qiye could only do what he did, and conquer her first in terms of strength. You B*****************. What did you do? At this moment, Terumi Mei felt the difference in strength between herself and Uchiha Qiye. The other party always looked indifferent. Kai's breathing was steady in the few fights just now, and he didn't even sweat. Terumi Mei was at a disadvantage in both ninjutsu and taijutsu, and her breathing had become rapid. What exactly did you do? Qiye spread her hands, saying that she didn't do anything at all, she could only trap you and have a good chat. At this moment, Qiye covered her heart with a very painful expression. Oh, it hurts so much, you have just taken my heart away, you are such a cruel woman. Terumi Mei heard Kai's painful moan just now. If it wasn't for herself who was trapped, then she really believed it. Actor. The man in front of him is definitely a full-fledged actor. Seeing Uchiha Qiye like this, Terumi Mei felt an urge to laugh for some reason. Just now, he had indeed pierced through his heart with a blow. If his heart was really taken away, then the man in front of him was already dead. Terumi Mei's face turned blue with Kai's anger. What are you going to do? Uchiha Qiye, what are you doing in our Kirigakure? Did Hokage send you here to inquire about our missed shinobi information? Do you, the land of fire, have any ideas about our land of water? I didn't want to talk to Uchiha Qiye just now, but now that my body is trapped, a series of questions from Terumi Mei came to me. Hey, what a noisy woman. Suddenly, Terumi Mei found herself speechless. His mouth was actually blocked by Uchiha Kai's lips. After half time, Qiye loosened his mouth and wiped the red mark on his lips. At this time, Terumi Mei finally calmed down, with a slight blush on her cheeks. Qiye nodded meaningfully. Well, it feels good, at 66. You be asterisk 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 d. Terumi Mei took a long time to utter these words, and she was much quieter and smarter than before. He has regained his previous calm, and now he is trapped, and he can only figure out the intention of the other party. Uchiha Qiye, what the hell are you doing with our missed shinobi? Terumi Mei glared at Qiye. I said as soon as I came, I want you to be my woman. Straightforwardly, this is quite overbearing. HMPH, I didn't expect a rogue like you in the ninja world. What if I refuse? Qiye smiled. The woman she liked the most was facing her, so that she felt more conquered. No, then you can't be Mizukage. Not only that, both Kirigakure and the land of water should disappear in the ninja world. You threaten me? At 66 Terumi Mei's face turned blue, red and white, and it was true that she was trapped. But the other party wants to destroy their country of water and their Kirigakure by one person, which is simply a nonsense. Even if Konoha goes to war with missed shinobi, it won't happen overnight. No, don't make a mistake, I'm just stating an objective fact. I'm not interested in you Kirigakure and the country of water. Kai's fingertips lifted Terumi Mei's chin, and the conversation changed. Terumi Mei was shocked by the next words. Chapter 252 Advertisement. Terumi Mei was shocked by what Uchiha Qiye said next. In 3 days, you will fight for the position of Mizukage with a ninja named Onito Mizuki. Terumi Mei's eyes widened. This was their Kirigakure's secret. She didn't expect that Konoha's ninjas had penetrated this level. Tisk, your Konoha ninjas are really pervasive. Unfortunately, you can't compete with him. Missed shinobi will perish in the hands of Ghost Lantern Wuyue. Although Terumi Mei is afraid of Gaidong Wuyu's strength, she has not yet reached the point of fear, and in her opinion, she still has a chance of winning. We don't need outsiders to worry about our missed shinobi. Ha ha. Qiye put her face in front of Terumi Mei. What if it's about Shao? Don, this is an organization that stuns all missed shinobi ninjas. The previous generation Mizukage Yagura was controlled by Akatsuki, and Kirigakure was slowly declining during that period. The 7 ninja swordsmen also fell apart in the end. If there is really one culprit in all of this, it's Akatsuki. Kisame, one of the 7 members of the missed shinobi, joined that terrorist organization. Terumi Mei seemed to know a lot when she saw Uchiha Kai's sworn expression. At this time, her tone became much gentler. Uchiha Qiye, what do you know? HMPH, that's right, talk about it and you won't be like this. Would you like me to thaw it for you? Qiye chuckled lightly. No, I'll do it myself. Terumi Mei took a deep breath and let it out violently. The acid mist she spit out covered the ice layer but didn't react at all. How can that be? Terumi Mei was horrified and embarrassed. Her boil style can't dissolve this ice layer. He had just released a big saying that he could lift the freezing, and in the next second, he was slapped in the face. Kai's fingertips touched the ice layer covering her. Click, its frozen layer of ice quickly fell off. In the end, it was Uchiha Qiye who shot and Terumi Mei was able to thaw. The thawed Terumi Mei clasped her hands around her chest and shivered suddenly. Now she understands that the strength of the man in front of her is too terrifying. Earlier she also said that Uchiha Qiye is not strong enough. Now, she can take it back. Before Terumi Mei just treated Uchiha Qiye as an enemy, but now, she doesn't see it that way. Uchiha Qiye briefly told her about Gaidong Wuyue and Shao's collusion. Terumi Mei's pretty face was solemn. Uchiha Qiye, do you want to provoke the relationship between our missed shinobi ninjas just by your own words? Konoha's purpose is to make our missed shinobi ninjas suspicious of each other, so let's defeat us from the inside first. Qiye shrugged. He also had no evidence. It was Terumi Mei's business to believe it or not. Immediately he smiled sly again. Why did your predecessor, Mizukage, be controlled by Shao, and why did Ghost Light Wuyue get to where it is today? Terumi Mei, You are a smart woman, you taste carefully. This time, it was indeed worth thinking about Terumi Mei. The former Mizukage Yagura is controlled by Akatsuki, and there may be an inner ghost who secretly assists. Otherwise, how could it be possible to succumb to Akatsuki with Mizukage-sama's strength? Another point is that the Watermelon Mountain pufferfish sold its secrets to the enemy country, and Kisame also successfully defected from Mist Shinobi. Terumi Mei connects all of this, and there is indeed such a clue. All these things are just one piece of evidence or one witness, otherwise it's all speculation. Terumi Mei pursed her lips and smiled. HMPH, Uchiha Qiye, what's the benefit of being your woman? I didn't say just now that you can become a Mizukage, and neither Kirigakure nor the Land of Water will be disturbed by others. On the contrary, if I lose interest, it is not impossible to destroy Mist Shinobi before the ghost lights. Kai's eyes flashed a stern look, vaguely revealing a bit of a tyrannical air. Terumi Mei was stunned, a voice in her heart urged her. The man in front of her is not lying, she can really do it. Someone is coming. After a few breaths, 2 Mist Shinobi ninjas came to the clearing. This piece of debris is obviously the traces of battle. Sir Terumi Mei, is there an enemy invasion? The one next to you is? Haven't waited for Terumi Mei to answer. Qiye glared at them with the scarlet Sharingan, and the 2 Mist Shinobi ninjas fell. Terumi Mei frowned. The Sharingan of the Uchiha clan has the ability to spy on the hearts of others. The 2 Mist Shinobi ninjas in front of them are the confidants of Yuanshi. Qiye showed a playful smile. These 2 may give you a little bit of an answer. The 2 Mist Shinobi ninjas who had passed out stood up again, their eyes blurred. We are sent by Lord Wuyue to monitor the Yuanshi, and when necessary, the Yuanshi can disappear from this world. Matsuki-sama and Kisame-sama met. Advertisement. Terumi Mei, that old woman. Bang bang bang. Before the 2 could finish speaking, Terumi Mei punched them one by one, knocking them out. She was the most taboo in her life when others called her an old woman. It's really scary for a woman to be angry. This time, Terumi Mei can basically be sure. The ghost lamp without moon has already broken into the Yuanshi's side. Now she doesn't know what level of Mist Shinobi's power has penetrated into. With his hands clenched into fists, Terumi Mei, who bit her red lips with her teeth, said coldly, Ghost Lamp Wuyue, I will never let you succeed. Now Mist Shinobi's survival depends on her alone. Although the man in front of him is a bit strong and a bit rogue. Being his woman and being Mizukage can also save Mist Shinobi, which is not a bad thing. Also, Uchiha's man is really handsome. I promise you, can you really make me a Mizukage and save Mist Shinobi? Oh, woman, I don't need your consent, and don't negotiate terms with me. No woman can negotiate terms with me, and 5th Hokage Tsunade is not qualified, let alone you Terumi Mei. You. Terumi Mei was so stunned that she didn't know what to say. Qiye lifted Terumi Mei's chin and touched her red lips. Then disappeared. A person suddenly disappeared in front of her Terumi Mei. Terumi Mei's face is red and white. What does that kiss just now mean? Did he agree or not? Terumi Mei has absolutely no idea. But one thing she knows, this elusive thing is not the body flicker technique, but the space-time ninjutsu. Uchiha Qiye, she knew it was Konoha's Hokage advisor, but nothing else. Today, Terumi Mei has met this person. Moreover, the bizarre death of the high-level Konoha has undergone earth-shaking changes. After meeting Uchiha Qiye today, Terumi Mei knew that it must have a lot to do with this person. Terumi Mei ignored the 2 Mist Shinobi ninjas who fell to the ground, and the 2 who fell into the illusion will forget this memory. Back at Mist Shinobi, she was thinking about how to tell the master about this, and now she can't believe any of the ninjas in Mist Shinobi. Tell Yuanshi. Yuanshi basically won't believe it, and she has no evidence. And now it's a pivotal moment for her and Ghost Lantern to compete for the Mizukage. If Terumi Mei said in front of Master Yuan that the ghost lamp has no moon, she even said that she had colluded with the Akatsuki organization. It will definitely be thought by Yuanshi that Terumi Mei wants to become a Mizukage and build up momentum for himself, thus slandering the ghost light no moon. Neither can this, nor can that. Terumi Mei bet everything on the match against the ghost light no moon. As long as she defeats Gilan Wuyue and becomes the 5th Mizukage, everything will be resolved. At this time, Terumi Mei's heart was still vaguely expecting. Uchiha Qiye, will this man help me? 3 days later, in an open meadow outside Kirigakure, the atmosphere was extremely tense. Today is the day when Terumi Mei competes with Onilan Wuyue to compete for the position of Mizukage with strength. Only a few ninjas in the village knew about this competition, and only a dozen people were present. Besides Yuanshi, Yu Qing, and several other Jonin of Mist Shinobi. Several Anbu ninjas wearing masks were also present, and Chojuro, as a representative of the new generation, also visited the battle. As for the other ninjas of Mist Shinobi, the villagers are unaware of this secret Mizukage battle. Afraid of causing panic among the villagers and other ninjas, Yuan Shi secretly conducted the competition. The world only knows that Terumi Mei and Gaidong Wuyue are the two most powerful competitors, and how to decide who is the fifth Hokage. The villagers didn't know. In the end they were just waiting for an answer from the senior master of Mist Shinobi. Master Yuan, as the host of this competition, briefly said that whoever wins will be able to let go of his power. After all, he was so old, his hair was gone, he had to be supported to walk, and he couldn't even see his eyes. And whether it is Terumi Mei or Gaidong Wuyue, they are already capable of taking the position of Mizukage. But since ancient times, one mountain cannot tolerate two tigers, and this is the strongest and must be proved by strength. 5 ninja knives, the ghost lamp moonless flounder is used a lot. Terumi Mei, even if you're a woman, I won't show mercy. Ghost Deng Wuyu's 2 eyes are really asymmetrical and extremely ugly. Terumi Mei didn't even want to look at him, snorted coldly, and glanced to one side. Killing intent emanated from him. This made Gaidong Wuyue a little puzzled. Although Terumi Mei is usually like this, she will not be so hostile to him from the beginning. HMPH, it doesn't matter anymore, he's going to reserve Mizukage's seat today. At the same time, Gaidong Wuyue looked at Terumi Mei's bewitching figure, and her eyes were full of lust. Mizukage, he was set. Terumi Mei, this woman, he will not let go. He claims to be the most normal person, and now the ninja is too serious. Power, beauty, that's exactly what Gaidong Wuyue is after. Everything else seemed like a cloud to him. Qiye in the distance is also watching the Mizukage battle, although Ching is a sentient ninja. But to perceive his chakra, there is no such ability. Although Terumi Mei has cage-level strength, Ghost Lantern Wuyue has long been prepared. The outcome of this match was doomed from the start. Chapter 253 Advertisement. Although Terumi Mei has cage-level strength, in Uchiha Qiye's view, the outcome of this battle is already doomed. In the battle between ninjas, intelligence is especially important. When Qiye played against Terumi Mei before, he knew Terumi Mei's abilities very well. And what about Terumi Mei? Uchiha Qiye is a mystery to him at all. Knowing oneself but not knowing the enemy, Terumi Mei will be quickly defeated in front of Uchiha Qiye. Of course, even if Terumi Mei knew about Uchiha Qiye's abilities, her chances of winning were 0. In the face of absolute strength, information and anything are scum. However, it is better to have information than no information. In the original book, Jiraiya chose to fight to the death just to get Payne's information. As long as Jiraiya wants to, he has a chance to escape. In the battle between Naruto and Payne, intelligence was especially important. With Katsuyu's information, Naruto's killing Payne is easier. Qiye felt that the outcome of this battle would definitely be Gaidong Wuyu's victory, because behind him was Akatsuki. I don't know if Terumi Mei can force Gaidong Wuyue to use the last trump card. Ghost Light Wuyue looked at Terumi Mei's coquettish figure and licked her lips. This Mizukage he wants to do, Terumi Mei he also doesn't want to let go. Flamingo, liberate. As soon as the ghost light came, he used the liberation of the flounder, and a blue beam of light swooped towards Terumi Mei. Facing the ghost lights without moon, Terumi Mei did not dare to be careless. In this battle, she can only win but not lose, and the whole Kirigakure is in her hands. A sideways dodge escaped the attack of the blue beam of light chakra. At the same time, Terumi Mei, who holds kunai in his hand, gallops towards the ghost lamp without moon. She didn't rely on her bloodline boundaries and proud ninjutsu. Terumi Mei also has a great improvement in physical skills. Consistent use of the body flicker technique by gathering a generous amount of chakra over the feet. In the eyes of the ghost lamp without moon, Terumi Mei appeared several afterimages. Boom, a low muffled sound followed. Terumi Mei threw a kunai that penetrated the right arm of Onilan Wuyue when he was still 10 feet away. However, it was not blood that spewed out, but water. This is the unique secret technique of the ghost lamp family, hydration technique. It can liquefy its own body and is immune to physical attacks. Of course, Terumi Mei would not have thought that Gaidong Wuyue would be defeated so easily by her. Qiye, who passed through the ghost lamp without moon, also has a detonating charm attached to it. Boom, a loud bang spread quickly in the wide grass. The detonating talisman, kunai, and shuriken are 3 essential ninja tools for ninjas. Sometimes it can have unexpected effects. Don't underestimate these ninja tools. Swords and sharp blades are often the most lethal weapons. Sometimes the power of your ninjutsu is not as good as these. Stronger than Uchiha Madara when he fought with first Hokage Senju Hashirama, and finally died under the sharp blade of Hashirama. Of course, he faked his death and used Izanagi, but this does not hinder the power of these ninja tools. Bang! The explosion blasted out a deep hole in this piece of grass. Splashes of water. The crowd was horrified. Master Yuan couldn't help but praise. Terumi Mei's strength is enough for Mizukage. Ow! As expected of Mr. Terumi Mei, she has the upper hand in taijutsu with her 2 boundaries of blood. As a fledgling genin Chojuro, it was the first time he had seen such a fierce battle. He was so nervous and excited that he was speechless. Some of the other Jonins applauded Terumi Mei, while others were worried about the situation. Terumi Mei-sama has the upper hand with taijutsu in front of Tasuki-sama, who has 5 ninja swords. That's right, even if Lord Wuyu's hydration technique, he can't bear such a huge explosion. The masked mist shinobi Anbu are all on the side of the ghost lights. The huge explosion splattered all over the place. They had followed Ghost Lantern Wuyue for many years, and this was the first time they had seen Ghost Lantern Wuyue face such a situation. Hey, no, Lord Wuyue will not have an accident. How is it possible? You all underestimate Lord Wuyue too much. That woman won't be the opponent of Lord Wuyue, just watch it carefully. Seeing the scattered spray, Terumi Mei's pretty face was dignified, without the slightest pride. She thought that the explosion would have a slight impact on Ghost Lantern Wuyue, and that only one detonating charm could defeat Ghost Lantern Wuyue. Terumi Mei had never thought of it this way. Clap clap, a figure quickly emerged from the scattered water, clapping his palms and looking at Terumi Mei with interest. Tisk tisk, Terumi Mei, I didn't expect you to become so much stronger. In Terumi Mei's opinion, the praise of the ghost is no different from ridicule. Sure enough, the explosion that just detonated the talisman didn't affect him at all. But from the beginning, it was Terumi Mei who had the upper hand. Gaidong Wuyue also doesn't care about being suppressed by Terumi Mei all the time. The process is not important, he only cares about the final result. The result is that he wins. Ghost Light Wuyue would like to see what else Terumi Mei can do. Seeing the water beach on the grass, Terumi Mei showed a seductive smile. Ghost Lamp Wuyue praised her for being inattentive and quickly formed a complex mark. Sizzle, the sound of thunder spread from the grass. Suddenly, Terumi Mei's hands flashed with lightning. Ghost Lantern Wuyue looked shocked. Advertisement. This is lightning style. The hydration technique of the Ghost Lamp family has no resistance to lightning style. Hiss, lightning style, lightning chain wrap. Immediately, the lightning flashed and spread through the whole body of Ghost Lamp Wuyue through the pool of water. What? Shrouded in thunder, Gaidong Wuyue twitched. Terumi Mei chakra has 4 attributes of fire, earth and thunder water. Of course, just because your chakra attribute doesn't mean you can't use the escapism of other attributes. Just like if a ninja chakra only has the attribute of wind, other fire style, lightning style, water style, etc. can also be practiced. However, wind style is the escaping technique he is best at and easiest to practice, and using wind style chakra consumes the least amount. In the original book, in the 4th Ninja World War, some ninja chakra did not have the earth attribute. However, everyone still uses a simple earth style ninjutsu to block the tailed beast bomb of 10 tails. So, it's not that chakra can only use which kind of escape technique. Other escape techniques can also be learned and used. Terumi Mei, as the future Mizukage, is also normal to have lightning style. In this regard, she still practiced special practice. It is to deal with the secret techniques of the Ghost Lamp family. Until then, seeing the twitching Ghost Lantern Wuyue, Terumi Mei's tensed pre-face finally showed a smile. It seems that the result is clear. Victory is reserved for those who are prepared. Obviously, Terumi Mei is more prepared. Master Yuan said with a gratified smile, deep in his heart, he still prefers Terumi Mei as the 5th Mizukage. No, Terumi Mei-sama hasn't won yet. Shing, who has white eyes, noticed the abnormality of Ghost Lamp Wuyue, and his eyes were full of horror. Swish, Ghost Deng Wuyu's figure appeared in front of everyone, and his clothes were somewhat tattered. There was also a burning smell in the air. It was the first time that the Mist Shinobi ninja present was seeing such a miserable ghost lamp without moon. Terumi Mei, your lightning style is designed to deal with me, tisk tisk, originally I wanted to play with you, but now it seems unnecessary. Ghost Light Wuyue took out the seal scroll, and the flounder in his hand turned into a blunt knife, Kabuto cut. This is a blade that can defeat all defenses. Terumi Mei felt bad and immediately used the Water Dragon Bomb technique. This Water Dragon Bomb was directly split by the blunt knife of the Ghost Lamp Wuyue. This is not over yet, Ghost Lamp Wuyue used the blasting knife droplets again. It's a blade that goes perfectly with explosions. A simple blow has the power of hundreds of detonators to explode. Bang bang bang, there were explosions one after another, and deep pits were blown out in the grass. Terumi Mei's figure quickly dodged. In the end, the battle between the two turned to the sea. This is not an advantage for either of them. You, Terumi Mei, are good at water style, and Ghost Lantern Wuyue, who is a Ghost Lamp family, is also good at water style. Lava style, monster melting technique. This time, Terumi Mei finally used the ninjutsu of her own bloodline limit. Humph, thunder knife, tooth. At this time, the hands of Oni Lan Wuyue turned into a thundersword, which contained a huge power of thunder and struck Terumi Mei. This vast area will be affected. In the face of Terumi Mei's lava style, Ghost Lantern can't avoid counterattack. Bang bang bang, wave after wave of explosions on the sea followed. On the other hand, Ghost Lamp Wuyue is constantly using water barrier to avoid Terumi Mei's lava style. Even if it is acidified, the water wall is still formed continuously. The most important thing in this ocean is water. The battle has reached its most critical juncture. Terumi Mei managed to dodge the Thundersword's attack, and the other ninja swords would follow. She felt as if she was facing 5 of the 7 ninja swordsmen at the same time. Even Terumi Mei, who has 2 boundaries of blood, feels quite exhausted. In the whole world, the only man who can face the 7 ninja swordsmen alone is the man from Konoha. That's the man who broke up Mist Shinobi's 7 ninja swordsmen. The continuous use of ninjutsu caused Terumi Mei to consume a lot of chakra, and her physical strength also dropped sharply. If it drags on any longer, Terumi Mei sees no hope of winning. All of a sudden, it was the turn of Ghost Lantern Wuyue to gain the upper hand. The use of the 5 ninja knives in turn gives the Ghost Light an advantage. Those onlookers, Mist Shinobi and Bu secretly praised. Tisk tisk, as expected of Lord Wuyue. I've said it a long time ago, the winner of this battle is definitely Lord Wuyue. The 5th Mizukage can't be anyone else, it can be just him, Lord Wuyue. Some Mist Shinobi ninjas feel sorry for Terumi Mei. Sir Terumi Mei, is this the only way to go? Tisk, it looks like the competition for the 5th Mizukage has come to an end. Terumi Mei on the sea, breathing has become rapid. On the contrary, the ghost lamp without the moon makes it seem like it is easy to do. Suddenly, a huge wave hit. All the people avoided. A blue shark fell from the sky, and a figure wearing a black robe and red cloud appeared among the sharks. They are all familiar with this shadow master, Hoshigaki Kisame. Kisame grinned. Tisk tisk, Kirigakure, it's been a long time since I came back. Chapter 254 Advertisement. The appearance of Kisame surprised everyone present. Even Ghost Lantern Wuyue was stunned. He murmured softly. Why did this guy appear? What I said before is completely wrong. Hoshigaki Kisame, as one of the 7 original ninja swordsmen, the owner of the broadsword Samahada, Mist Shinobi S-Class Betrayal, dared to return to Kirigakure. Seeing these familiar figures, Kisame grinned. It's been a long time since I saw you, Master Yuan, Shing, Terumi Mei, Tisk tisk, and a few new faces. Yuan Shi's empty eyes glared at Kisame's location. Hoshigaki Kisame, you have the guts to come back as Mist Shinobi's betrayal. Ao's cheeks were covered with fine sweat, and as a perception ninja, he could perceive Kisame's chakra, who was no less than a tailed beast. With the sword Samahada, Kisame's strength is further enhanced. It is because of Samahada that Kisame has the title of the tailless beast. Mist Shinobi's ninja and Anbu watch out, catch the betrayal, Hoshigaki Kisame. Master Yuan supported his aged body and shouted coldly. At this moment, both the ninjas of Mist Shinobi and the Anbu staff were on alert. Kisame is too familiar with Kirigakure and is good at water style, and it is not easy to get into Kirigakure. Kisame goes back to Mist Shinobi as easily as Uchiha Itachi goes back to Konoha. The ghost lamp Wuyue here also stopped and looked at Kisame with some doubts. He didn't understand what Kisame was doing at this time. But the presence of Kisame gave Terumi Mei a breather. However, Terumi Mei did not dare to relax. The appearance of Kisame means that terrible things are about to happen, and the ghost Lan Wuyue, who has a deal with Kisame and Akatsuki, should have been planning something. Hoshigaki Kisame, what are you trying to do? You renegade ninja returning to Mist Shinobi. Although Gaidong Wuyue and Kisame are in the same group, the superficial skills must be done enough. At this time, Gaidong Wuyue was very confused, saying that this FK was different from the agreed plan. Oh, Wuyue, the organizational plan has changed. Start taking action immediately and get rid of all those who are in the way. Kisame with Samahada in his hand directly stated his intentions, and he was in a showdown. Organize? Plan? These words shocked Master Yuan and Shing. Could it be that? Wu, really, let's get started. Gaidong Wuyue's entire face suddenly became extremely ferocious. Gaidong Wuyue, so you are with Kisame, are you also a member of Akatsuki? Master Yuan also intends to let Gaidong Wuyue serve as Mist Shinobi's 5th Mizukage, but he did not expect that the other party is Shaoan's undercover agent in Mist Shinobi. The sudden change shocked the other Mist Shinobi ninjas. Who would have thought that elite Jonin, who did his duty for the village, would be a traitor? Just as everyone was distracted, there was a miserable cry from the group of Mist Shinobi ninjas. Most of this group of Mist Shinobi ninjas are ghosts without moon, and they wiped the others directly on their necks. And those Mist Shinobi Anbu wearing masks are all ghosts and moonless people. Today, he is about to stage a coup in Mist Shinobi. After a few breaths, there were only a few scattered subordinates of the Yuan Shi's direct subordinates. Yuanshi, Xing, and Genin Chongjiro and several other Mist Shinobi ninjas. This place has long been blocked by Yuan Shi himself, and it is impossible for other Mist Shinobi ninjas to come here. Guidong Wuyue said with a grim smile, "Old man, you should abdicate after living for so long, and you, Xing, either obey me or go to hell." At Xing Na's white eyes stared at the ghost lamp Wuyue. They Mist Shinobi appeared such a rebel and launched a coup directly in the village. To spread it out, it is simply the shame of Kirigakure, the shame of the land of water. "Oh, yes, I won't forget you, Terumi Mei." Guidong Wuyue turned to look at Terumi Mei, who was glaring at him, and licked his lips. Advertisement. His ugly face couldn't hide his greedy desire. This really came all too suddenly. Terumi Mei didn't come to watch the Mist Shinobi ninja who competed for the position of Mizukage this time, and most of them are the people of Onito no Moon. He was seized by Kisame and Guidong Wuyue, and instantly eliminated Yuan Shi's subordinates. Now they want to get in touch with the ninjas in the village, which is impossible. Xing is still fighting against those rebels. Terumi Mei is a Mist Shinobi ninja who will fight to the end for the village. Boil style. Xiaowu technique. A large amount of acid mist spit out from its mouth and instantly covered a large area of the sea. What? Another groan of pain came from the shore, and Ao's hand was directly abolished by the rebellion. Terumi Mei was stunned for a moment, and Guidong Wuyue avoided her boil style and appeared directly behind Terumi Mei. Water style. Water prison technique. Wow, in an instant, Terumi Mei was trapped in a water prison. This is not over yet, Ghost Lantern Wuyue quickly wraps up. The outside of the water prison was immediately covered with a huge cube water wall, wrapping the water prison in it. Originally, Terumi Mei could use lava style to dissolve this water prison. As soon as it melts, the huge cube water wall outside will continue to pour water into the water prison. The water dungeon is quickly generated again. This is double bondage. Terumi Mei and Oni Lan Wuyue are both standing on the sea, and this water also comes from the sea. Ghost Lamp Wuyu's smile became more and more rampant. Don't waste your time, Terumi Mei, unless your boil style can melt this sea. After the previous continuous consumption, the chakra on Terumi Mei is running out. Damn it, is this the only way to go? Is Kirigakure going to be handed over to this demon? Terumi Mei looked unwilling. It turns out that all this, Ghost Lantern Wuyue, has already been arranged. Opportunities are reserved for those who are prepared, and Guidong Wuyue has already prepared everything. Not only Terumi Mei is trapped. Yuanshi, Ao, Chongjiro, and the other Mist Shinobi ninjas were controlled by Onito Wazuki's men. Kisame smiled. Wuyue, this is easier than I imagined. They control the timing at which Kirigakure chooses to compete with Terumi Mei for the Mizukage position as their best chance. Because this competition was conducted in secret, it was also convenient for Kisame and Ghost Lantern to move. A direct coup in Kirigakure would only cause panic. And the other ninjas of Mist Shinobi are also a good force, they will all be on Terumi Mei's side. However, the meta division and the others are solved here. Go back to Kirigakure and find any reason to perfunctory it, and Ghost Lamp Wuyue can successfully become the 5th Mizukage, thus controlling Kirigakure. Now, the Akatsuki organization owns Kirigakure, Rain Shinobi Village, and is united with Cloud Shinobi Village to kill Konoha, and that's not a snap. Kisami's sympathetic eyes looked at Master Yuan, then at one-armed Xing, and smiled coldly. Kill them all, Wuyue, you will also kill that woman. Wait a minute, Kisame, I haven't had enough. Ghost Light Wuyu's clone controlled the water prison, put away the flounder in his hand, and looked at Terumi Mei with greedy eyes. Terumi Mei, obey me. I can spare your life. Go to hell, you Mist Shinobi traitor. Terumi Mei doesn't have a good face for him. Then watch those who support you die in front of you one by one. Ghost Lantern Wuyue waved his right hand. Click. Master Yuan's head was directly chopped off by Gui Deng Wuyu's subordinates. Chapter 255. Advertisement. Bang Chang. A bald head fell directly to the ground. Ghost Lamp Wuyu's actions were quite ruthless, and directly killed the Master Yuan with one knife. What kind of owner has what kind of dog? So is the ghost lamp without the moon. Terumi Mei, who was trapped in the water dungeon, glared at Gui Lan Wuyue fiercely, and now she can't do anything. How about it, Terumi Mei? If you don't agree, the others will die in front of you one by one. At the ghost lamp without the moon smiled grimly. Kisame was quite puzzled. He didn't expect the ninja, Onito Wazuki, to be interested in women. Is it him or me? I couldn't help but doubt myself. What's wrong with men being lecherous, who stipulated that ninjas can't be lewd? Ghost Light Wuyue doesn't want to take care of Kisame, a cold-hearted madman. Keep killing. What? The next one is blue. When the knife fell, Mist Shinobi's only white eye was gone. A knife directly slashed Ching's throat. Yo, there's another kid, it seems to be Chongjuru. Chongjuru is timid by nature, and he is willing to give up in the current situation. You be asterisk 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 diwuyue. Terumi Mei-sama will definitely kill you. Cut. The little devil is the little devil, and I still count on this woman, kill it. Ghost Lamp Wuyue waved his big hand and smiled frivolously. This time, there was no whining sound. Nagajuru was killed by Onito Wazuki's men in the silence. The other mist shinobi ninjas are also meant to die. There were only ghostly people left at the scene. Terumi Mei, who was trapped in the water dungeon, was heartbroken, and she couldn't tell whether it was tears or seawater on her cheeks. At this moment, not only the figure of that man appeared in Terumi Mei's mind, Uchiha Qiye. Will he really come? Oh, this is a really good show. A playful voice came from the forest not far away. Who? Kisame, Mizuki, and Mist Shinobi's rebellion are all looking to the source of the sound. They never imagined that there are others here. A young and handsome figure appeared in front of everyone, with a shallow smile on the corner of his mouth. Kisame couldn't help twitching at the corner of his mouth after seeing this figure. Those shark-like pupils were filled with a deep shock of shock. Uchiha Qiye, it's you. At Ghost Light Wuyue rarely sees such a solemn expression of Kisame. Uchiha Qiye, Kisame, you know this guy? Well, I've seen it a few times. The meeting between Kisame and Qiye is nothing but the battle between Sasuke and Itachi. Although Qiye didn't take action in that battle, Uchiha Sasuke respected him immensely. You know, Uchiha Sasuke is now stronger than Itachi. And what kind of existence should Sasuke respect, Kisame couldn't imagine. Uchiha Qiye, originally from the Konoha Uchiha clan, was able to quietly come to our Kirigakure. I'm really impatient. Gaidong Wuyue knows about the Uchiha clan, but he has never heard of Uchiha Qiye or anything. Seeing the appearance of Uchiha Qiye, for some reason, Terumi Mei's tense heart felt a little relieved. Hey, what about that guy? There, on the sea. Qiye paced away, but everyone suddenly found out. The figure of Uchiha Qiye appeared on the sea at an unknown time. Lord Wuyue, that guy has already gone to your clone. The water body of the ghost lamp without moon is maintaining the water prison technique. Terumi Mei, who is trapped in the water prison, has become very difficult to breathe. Tisk tisk, it turned out to be for women. Gaidong Wuyue felt that she saw Uchiha Kai's mind. It seems that there are still normal men in this ninja world, and there are still people in the same way. Thinking of this ghost lamp without moon, I couldn't help but glance at Qiye. Advertisement, boy. You don't really want to save her, do you? This water prison is connected to the whole sea, unless you have lost all the water in this sea. The ghost lamp without the moon laughed wildly. Unless he is knocked down or he disarms the ninjutsu himself. Otherwise, it would be foolish for others to rescue Terumi Mei from the water prison. Qiye chuckled lightly. What kind of rubbish are you? Are you very confident in your own breaking skills? Called rubbish by people, Ghost Lamp Wuyue can't stand it anymore. With a wave of his hand, the masked mist shinobi ninja rushed towards Qiye. Da, in the blink of an eye, more than a dozen mist shinobi ninjas stood on the sea and surrounded Qiye. Change the sea water? Qiye snorted softly. Ice Age. Click, click, in an instant, this vast sea was frozen directly. Even the mist shinobi ninjas who surrounded Uchiha Qiye were frozen into icemen. How is this possible? Ghost Light Wuyue and Kisami's faces changed drastically. They saw that Uchiha Qiye froze the vast sea. Is this really something a ninja can do? Click, the water prison was also frozen into an ice prison, which was directly smashed by Kai's punch. Terumi Mei's figure staggered out from inside. Qiye hugged Terumi Mei's slender waist. How about it? Now what else can Terumi Mei say? In Kai's hands, it is much better than Ghost Lantern Wuyue, so I can only be soft. Guidong Wuyue was even more furious when she saw that her goddess was lying in someone else's arms. It doesn't matter what secret technique this kid is performing, you all go together. Swish, several more Mist Shinobi ninjas attacked Uchiha Qiye. Get down on your knees, Mist Shinobi, Qiye said coldly. A gravitational pull from the sky keeps these Mist Shinobi rebellious in their tracks. Clap clap, they all knelt on top of the ice. This time, Kisame finally realized the horror of Uchiha Qiye. No wonder Orochimaru has such respect for the man in front of him. Wuyue, run away, we are not this guy's opponent. Ghost Light Wuyue was enveloped by the terrifying chill, and shivered suddenly. Kisami's scream woke him up. If I don't run away, I'm afraid I'll really die here. The man in front of him is so terrifying. Ninjutsu? No, he didn't see Kai's knot at all. At this time, Kisame had summoned a shark, and the whole person hid in the shark and flew away. I've come. Do you still want to leave? Suddenly, a strong force of gravity hits his face. The shark's attack became extremely slow, Lateral gravity? Kisami's entire face became extremely frightened, and those eyes were already dead fish eyes. It was extremely difficult for him to move an inch. Can this guy handle gravity? Without the slightest hesitation. Kai's black eyes turned into Scarlet Mangekyo Sharingan. Godly ice. Click, click. Kisame watched his body gradually freeze, but he couldn't do anything. This is the absolute crushing of strength, chapter 256. Advertisement. Click, click. Kisame watched helplessly as his body was slowly being covered by ice, but he couldn't do anything. This is the absolute difference in strength. How can this guy be so strong? Thick fear enveloped his body. Kisame feared death for the first time. This is a feeling he has never felt since he became a rebel and joined Akatsuki. The breath of death enveloped him, and at this moment, Kisami's desire to survive was stronger than ever. Damn, Kisame is scared too. It's impossible, it's impossible. Kisami's heart was screaming heartbreakingly. Reality hit him hard. There was a screeching sound. Kisami's Iceman shattered instantly, and the ice cubes were scattered all over the place, leaving no slag. In a few breaths, Uchiha Qiye instantly killed an S-rank rebel. Seeing this scene, Gui Dang Wuyue froze in place, trembling involuntarily. How can there be such a strong person in this world? The deep shock made Gui Dang Wuyue almost forget to breathe, and immediately knelt on the ground with a thud. No, don't kill me, I'll give you anything you want. I have 5 ninja knives, all for you, Kirigakure, and also for you. For the first time, I felt death beckoning in front of me, and Gui Dang Wuyue immediately knelt down and begged for mercy. Whatever the demeanor of a strong man, the dignity of a ninja, as long as he can survive, he can abandon everything. Ghost Lantern no Moon. The most real ninja in the ninja world. Ninja knife. What kind of rubbish? Qiye glanced at Gaidong Wuyue, her indifferent eyes without the slightest sympathy. Woman. This guy is at your disposal. Wow, the terrifying gravity suppressed Ghost Lan Wuyue, making it very difficult for him to get up. Just about to stand up. Kneel down. Qiye snorted coldly, and the gravity increased several times. Ghost Dang Wuyu's knees sank deeply into the ground, and at this time he was just a little fat sheep that was slaughtered by others. At some point, Terumi Mei had a sharp long blade in her hand. All of a sudden, he wants to get justice for Yuanshi, Qing, and those dead mist shinobi ninjas. To make this extremely ugly man, Gaidong Wuyue suffer the most severe punishment. What? A painful cry resounded throughout the forest, and Terumi Mei slashed the right arm of Oni Lan Wuyue with a single slash. Swish, with a few more consecutive knives, Terumi Mei directly chopped the Ghost Lantern Wuyue into several pieces. Lava style, monster melting technique. In the end, Terumi Mei also used lava style to frustrate the corpse of Ghost Lamp Wuyue. Women are ruthless, and there is really nothing to do with men. Seeing Kai's terrifying power, Terumi Mei is willing to be his woman. She was afraid that if Qiye became unhappy, the whole Kirigakure would disappear in the ninja world. Next, is the aftermath of Mist Shinobi. These were handled by Terumi Mei, who also successfully became Mist Shinobi's 5th Mizukage. A few days later, the Mist Shinobi matter was finally handled by Terumi Mei, the 5th Mizukage. In Mizukage's office, Terumi Mei sat dignifiedly and breathed a sigh of relief. Tisk tisk, are you all so tired as filmmakers? Why don't you go home and rest? Qiye smiled slyly. He's not interested in Hokage or Mizukage, just be the man behind them. Terumi Mei couldn't help but give Qiye a blank look. Although she is greedy for Kai's masculine S***X, she has really been tossed by him these days. This man is too fierce. Advertisement. Akatsuki's secret base. It feels like a figure emerges from the ground. There are several figures in the gloomy space. A Fey, Cloud Shinobi has agreed to cooperate with us, and you can challenge Konoha at any time. Really, that irascible 4th Raikage agreed so quickly. It seems that he was deeply injured by Konoha. You know what happened to Mist Shinobi not long ago. Akatsuki didn't expect that Kisame and the Ghost Light Wazuki who had been lurking in Mist Shinobi for a long time would fail. Even Kirigakure couldn't control it and made Terumi Mei a Mizukage. All of a sudden, making Kirigakure a puppet was in vain. From the masked men Obito, Ju, Payne and the others, with Kisami's strength and Mist Shinobi's power, they should be able to easily win. The ninjas that Mist Shinobi can look up to are some little-known ninjas, except for the blue-eyed one. The 7 ninja swordsmen have long since fallen apart. But in the end, Gaidong Wuyue and Kisame just failed. They have lost contact, and Ghost Lantern's forces in Mist Shinobi have been cleaned up. As soon as this matter was over, the Kingdom of Water and the Kingdom of Fire signed an alliance treaty. The result is self-evident. It must be the people of Konoha who intervened. Faced man Obito only thinks of that man, Uchiha Qiye. Stop them again and again, Akatsuki, now it's time to attack head-on. A Fey, are you attacking Konoha now? Whatever you think, asked the masked man Obito. Don't worry, when I get back my Sharingan is attacking Konoha with Cloud Shinobi. Obito, the masked man with Kamui, can go in and out of Konoha freely. This time, he had Nagato nearby, and the masked man and Tiandao acted together. Outside Konoha village, Kakashi has become Naruto their guide Jonin. Naruto, little Sakura and a gangster form a small team. As for Sasuke, it was already at Orochimaru. The task of Naruto and the others to become genin is very simple: find cats, help nearby villagers with farm work, or deal with bandits. Naruto was very unhappy and complained to Kakashi. Kakashi-sensei, is there any more difficult task? We are ninjas, and we have to perform the task of fighting ninjas. For such a lively and strong Naruto, Kakashi is also quite helpless. Swish, the birds in the forest suddenly flew around. Kakashi squinted one eye, feeling a little weird in the forest. Yo, you are Hitaki Kakashi. An indifferent voice came from behind a big tree. This indifferent voice contained a strong killing intent, and Kakashi shouted loudly, Naruto, little Sakura, use the triple formation. A ninja wearing a black robe and red clouds slowly walked out of the forest. When Kakashi saw those corrugated pupils, he was startled. How is this possible? Does anyone in the world really have those eyes, the eyes of Sage of Six Paths? Rinnegan. Thin cold sweat could not help seeping from Kakashi's forehead. Gollum, Kakashi swallowed. The forest was surprisingly quiet at this moment. Naruto was the first to break the silence. Kakashi-sensei, who is this guy? Those eyes are too strange. Sizzle, suddenly, the space beside Tiandao Payne began to distort, and another figure in a black robe and a red cloud appeared from the distorted space of Uzumaki. These two people were completely absent from Akatsuki's information. Two people, these two, it's not easy. The calm Kakashi had already issued a distress signal. Now he tries his best to figure out the other party's purpose and delay time. Do you know what you are here for? Masked man Obito walks forward. Just take back what belongs to you. Chapter 257 Advertisement. Take back what belongs to you. The indifferent voice of the masked man Obito makes people feel terrified. Naruto froze in place. He hadn't experienced a real fight between ninjas. It's like the first time I met the Ghost Brothers in the original book. I was scared and stupid. Kakashi's expression was solemn. He didn't understand what the other party meant at all. Own thing? Is there anything they know about here? From Kakashi's point of view, there is none at all. Akatsuki is just making an excuse for catching the tailed beast. He could be sure that the purpose of these two Akatsuki members was Nine Tails Jinchuriki Uzumaki Naruto. The two Akatsuki members in front of them, one wearing a Uzumaki mask and the other having a Rinnegan, are by no means simple characters. Kakashi-sensei, who are these two guys? Enemies, you have to be prepared. Payne, do it. Masked man Obito doesn't give Kakashi any chance at all. Tiandao Payne took the lead. Shinra Tianzheng. Kakashi moved involuntarily. What's going on? This inexplicable attraction. It was as if countless invisible hands were pulling Kakashi, making him feel at a loss. All of a sudden, the allure increased inexplicably. Kakashi's body suddenly flew up. You bastards, hurry up and release Kakashi-sensei. Naruto on the side roared loudly. Now Naruto and Sasuke's strength is like a sky and an underground, there is no comparison, so they can only be incompetent and furious. HMPH, little devil, pay attention to the tone of your speech, God is in front of you. Payne aimed his right hand at Kakashi. Woo, woo. The strong gravitational force instantly pulled Kakashi over. Damn, what kind of power is this? In the past, when Kakashi and Akatsuki's people fought, it was a loss of information. When fighting against Kakuzu Hidan at that time, if Kakashi knew about their undead powers, they wouldn't have been cornered. Maybe I can kill Hidan and Kakuzu together with Asuma and Genma Shiranui, without Kai's shot. This time, it's the same. The opponent's ability is too mysterious. Oops. Kakashi was held back by this powerful arousal. Feeling bad in my heart, the whole person hurried away in the direction of Tiandao Payne. Obito, the masked man on the side, shot out instantly. Facing the two Akatsuki members, Kakashi had already opened the forehead protector, revealing the Scarlet 3 Tomo Sharingan. Click, Obito, the masked man, took out Kakashi's Sharingan directly. It's as simple as Madara's Kakashi's Sharingan in the original book. Shinra Tianzheng. Boom! The gravitational force on Kakashi's body instantly turned into a repulsive force. Kakashi's body was thrown dozens of meters and hit a big tree heavily. Being able to attract people and bounce everything away is that guy's ability? Kakashi covered his bloody left eye. In an instant, his Sharingan was gone. It was the Sharingan that Obito gave him, and Kakashi would never let it be taken away. Having Rinnegan's pain, Kakashi has a pretty good idea of what he's capable of. However, the man wearing the mask always affected Kakashi's tense heart. Damn it! Who is this guy? Is he here to steal my Sharingan? Kakashi-sensei. Kakashi-sensei. Advertisement. Naruto, little Sakura and others immediately ran to Kakashi's side. Kakashi-sensei, your eyes. Yeah, they took it away. Obito, the masked man, didn't rush to transplant the Sharingan he snatched from Kakashi, but placed the eye in a small bottle. The purpose of your coming here is my Sharingan? Kakashi clenched his fists. Sharingan was the only thing Obito left him. He must not allow this only thought to be taken away by Shao. It can be said yes or no, but Nine-Tails Jinchuriki is here, and that is our goal. Tiandao Payne smiled lightly. Universal pull. Naruto's thin body suddenly floated up. It was too late to speak, and a blue figure instantly appeared above Tiandao Payne's head. Leaf Great Whirlwind. Huh, huh. Guy's roundhouse kick caused a powerful whirlwind, and Tiandao Payne and Masked Man Obito quickly retreated. Losing the suction of the universal pull, Naruto fell heavily to the ground. Seeing Guy's appearance, Kakashi breathed a sigh of relief. The reinforcements are finally here, Teacher Nangmei. Naruto shouted excitedly. Not only did Kakashi lose his left eye, but he was so embarrassed. Guy, who is a good friend, is bound to breathe a sigh of relief for him. Guy turned to look at the masked man Obito and Tiandao Payne. I see, the guy who has Rinnegan, no wonder he can push Kakashi to such a situation. Now let the proud blue beast of Konoha be your opponent. Guy poses for a fight in front of Kakashi and the others. He is the strongest shield. The pupils under Obito's mask shrank slightly. The troublesome person has appeared. 8 inner gates, 7th gate, shocked, open. Facing the 2 Akatsuki members, Guy did his best from the start. The next one is the one-hit sure kill fist, hero. Guy spread the air to ultimate in one breath, and the air cannon rushed towards Tiandao Payne and the masked man Obito like a tiger, and the speed was extremely fast. Shenluo Tianzheng. Tiandao Payne used Shenluo Tianzheng against the tiger with both hands, focusing the repulsion in the same direction. The pounced day tiger suddenly stopped in the air. Boom! The huge shockwave scattered everywhere, the ground was lifted up, and the trees in the forest were washed down by this powerful shockwave. Smoke is everywhere. This vast forest was instantly reduced to ruins. When all the dust settled, the masked man Obito stood on this clearing intact. He murmured praise. Taiju can achieve this level, only he is a rare beast. And Tiandao Payne beside him was a little embarrassed. The cloak of the black robe and red cloud was covered with dust. Guy, who was using the day tiger, was also panting and sweating profusely. As expected of Rinnegan, he actually blocked my attack from the day tiger. At the same time, Konoha's reinforcements have all arrived. Genma Shiranui, Hong Yuhi, Mitarashi Anko and a bunch of Anbu are all by Kakashi Naruto's side. Medical ninjas have also arrived, treating Kakashi's injuries. Pain, the goal has been achieved. As for Nine-Tails, let him stay in Konoha for a few more days, The space began to distort, and the figure of the masked man Obito gradually disappeared along with the distorted space. Tiandao Payne also turned into a cloud of white smoke. At this moment, Guy is also lying on the ground. Hey, Teacher Nangmei, you were so handsome just now, are you alright now? Naruto, don't touch Guy. What reminder is too late? Guy, who was touched by Naruto, screamed like a pig. Chapter 258 Advertisement Kakashi's reminder is too late. Naruto not only touched Guy, but shook. Opening the 7th gate of the 8 inner gates had a huge side effect, but now being shaken by Naruto again, Guy's whole body is about to fall apart. He rolled his eyes and spit foam. Naruto immediately put down Guy, folded his hands on his chest, and pouted. What is it, Teacher Nangmei? It was so cool just now, and now it shatters when you touch it. The medical ninja rushed over to give Guy a simple treatment, and then put him on a stretcher. A few days later, Guy and Kakashi at Konoha Hospital exchanged their hearts. Kakashi was very puzzled. What did the masked man say to him at that time? Take back what belongs to you. Then his Sharingan was taken away. Just kidding, is Sharingan his thing? It was obviously given to him by Obito. Could it be that the masked man is Obito? Kakashi immediately denied it, dreaming of becoming Hokage. How could Obito, who died in the 4th Ninja War in the name of a hero, be a member of Akatsuki? It's more bullshit than the sun rising in the west. Guy on the side looked at Kakashi's sad face and couldn't help comforting. Kakashi, are you alright? But it's just Sharingan. I believe your strength will not be weakened by Sharingan. Kakashi picked up Intimacy Paradise and smiled. Guy, I feel more relaxed without Obito's Sharingan. True enough, Kakashi has been suffering from the side effects of Sharingan. He is not of the Uchiha clan and he has huge side effects of using Sharingan. It needs to consume a lot of his chakra, and it can't be turned off. Now that Sharingan is gone, Kakashi feels that his body has become a lot lighter. Uchiha Qiye stayed at Mist Shinobi for a while and Terumi Mei took care of everything. It was time for him to return to Konoha, and Terumi Mei was still reluctant to leave before leaving. Qiye comforted her. "Don't worry, you forgot what I have." Terumi Mei was relieved when she thought of Uchiha Kai's elusive teleportation. Because she could feel Qiye appearing in her room at any time. Holding Terumi Mei's slender waist, Qiye left a thought on her red lips. The figure moved, and the next second, Uchiha Qiye appeared on the street of Konoha. After wandering around a few times, Genma Shiranui appeared in front of him with a few Anbu people. "Master Qiye, Master Hokage is looking for you." Uchiha Qiye pondered a little. Tsunade usually doesn't look for him when he's okay. Is there something wrong with the village? Oh, it turns out that Kakashi's Sharingan was taken by Akatsuki. Qiye, who was in Hokage's office, heard this and said indifferently. "Little devil, do you want to be so calm? Kakashi's Mangekyo Sharingan is a time-space type of ninjutsu, which is extremely rare among Sharingans. It's a very tricky ability." Qiye smiled. Sure enough, Uchiha Obito still shot Kakashi. After all, those were his own eyes. The left and right eyes are all gathered together, isn't it fragrant with double Kamui? Besides, Obito has Hashirama cells again. With both left and right Kamui, Obito's ability can be said to have been greatly improved. "Kid, what's up with Mist Shinobi?" Tsunade is more concerned about Kirigakure than Kakashi. After all, Akatsuki will team up with Mist Shinobi Cloud Shinobi to deal with them Konoha. So, she sent Uchiha Qiye to deal with Mist Shinobi's side first. Advertisement: "Hey, Hokage-sama, don't worry about me, Mist Shinobi has already done it, and now the Kirigakure is under my control." Huh. As expected, in Tsunade's eyes, there was nothing that Uchiha Qiye could not handle. At Konoha Hospital, Kakashi's face was a little worried. After all, it was Obito's gift to him, Obito's eyes. It doesn't feel good for anyone to be robbed like this. He also promised Obito to use his eyes to see the future ninja world, but he didn't expect it to be all gone. Damn it, I must take back Obito's Sharingan when I meet that masked man again. Sad Kakashi didn't know that it was his old friend, Uchiha Obito, who stole his eyes. Yo, Kakashi, Guy, are you all right? Kai's figure suddenly appeared in Konoha Hospital. Master Qiye, you are back. Guy and Kakashi were stunned. They both knew that Uchiha Qiye went to the Land of Water. I haven't heard from him for a while, but I didn't expect him to suddenly come back now. Kakashi, I heard that your eyes were taken by Akatsuki? Well, yes, those two should be Akatsuki's important people. One has Rinnegan and the other wears an orange Uzumaki mask. Kakashi has already notified Hokage of this information. Obito took the shot with Tendo Payne. No wonder Kakashi couldn't resist. Guy rushed over with a group of ninjas to support Kakashi, and finally used the 7th gate of 8 inner gates. Qiye wasn't going to tell Kakashi that the one wearing the orange Uzumaki mask was Obito. Everything, let's go with the flow. Telling Kakashi now is just adding to the sadness. Kakashi's left eye was tightly closed, and Qiye pressed his hand directly to his face. Master Qiye, you are... Okay, you can open your eyes. After a few breaths, Kakashi opened his eyes. Suddenly, I found that my left eye had grown again, and I could see again. And it's still a normal eye, which doesn't have any burden on his body. This is amazing. Kakashi was stunned for a few seconds at the unexpected joy. Master Qiye, it's very simple, just use a part of your body to make eyes. It's really easy, but only Uchiha Qiye can do it. This is the yin and yang escape technique. Kakashi and Guy are shocked inside. Uchiha Qiye has never shown this ability before. In their eyes, the current Qiye is like Sage of 6 Paths alive, can do everything. In Akatsuki's base, after several days, Obito successfully fused his original left eye. The two Kamui gathered together. Before, he was able to travel unimpeded in the ninja world with one eye Kamui. Now that the left and right eyes are gathered together, who can stop him in the ninja world today? Payne, ask Deidara and Sasori to contact Cloud Shinobi. It's time for us to have a head-to-head fight with Konoha. Not long ago, the Wilder Way had been captured by Deidara and the others and successfully sealed. Akatsuki now has 2 tails, 4 tails, 5 tails, 6 tails, 7 tails and a part of 1 tail chakra. As long as there are 3 tails, 8 tails and 9 tails, then their purpose has been achieved. Akatsuki had a deal with Cloud Shinobi and was willing to provide a portion of 8 tails chakra. Akatsuki never knew the whereabouts of 3 tails. But Kisame told Kisame before his death. Kisame said it before going to Mist Shinobi. The wild 3 tails used to be in the Land of Water, but then a ninja of Konoha appeared, and then disappeared completely, at At this time, the masked man Obito and Payne can already be identified. Everything they want is in Konoha. 663 Tails and 9 Tails. Chapter 259 Advertisement. Masked man Obito and Payne can already be sure that the 9 Tails and 3 Tails they want are in Konoha. Now that Akatsuki and Cloud Shinobi Village are in a partnership, it is impossible for each other to hand over 8 Tails. But as long as the conditions are sufficient, Cloud Shinobi Village is still willing to provide a part of 8 Tails chakra. After many days of rest, Guy and Kakashi have recovered almost. Rain Shinobi Village. Tiandao Payne looks down on his country from the top of the tower. Because of its special geographical location, the country of rain is sandwiched between the country of wind, the country of earth, and the country of fire, and has been harassed by war all the year round. But Payne stood up and they called themselves gods. He is the guardian deity of this ninja village and the deity who wants to bring true peace to the world. Even the demigod Danzo fell to Payne's hands. Rain Shinobi Village's foreign policy is somewhat similar to that of Kirigakure, both being isolated from the outside world. The reason why it rains all the year round also allows Payne to integrate his ninjutsu into the rain. As long as any foreign chakra enters Rain Shinobi Village and gets wet with the rain, it will be perceived by Payne. And Konan, the only woman in Akatsuki, is an angelic presence in Rain Shinobi Village. Conquering the world with the power of God is the last step. Payne's corrugated pupils looked into the distance. As long as the 9-tailed beasts were collected, the idealized world could be realized. In Akatsuki's secret base, Obito, the masked man, is sitting on the fingertips of Gedo statue, with Ju beside him. Abby, how about you? Are you going to use Uchiha Sasuke? The current Uchiha has more power than Uchiha Itachi, and it would be a shame not to win him over. Masked man Obito can use Sasuke's vengeful personality to tell him the truth about Uchiha Itachi. In this way, perhaps Sasuke will turn the target of revenge into Konoha. Cloud Shinobi has already handed it over to Deidara and Sasori to negotiate. When two Sharingans come together, they can exert their greatest strength. The mask on Obito's face now has 2 holes. This mask has been upgraded and is very durable. You know, Obito has always been afraid of that man, Uchiha Qiye. Afe, is that Uchiha Qiye really that tricky? Well, it's not without reason that he was able to survive the night of the genocide. Itachi, who has always been cautious, missed this oversight, showing that Uchiha Qiye was well prepared. At first, the masked man Obito thought Uchiha Qiye was let go by Itachi on purpose. Because Itachi is an undercover agent sent by Konoha, it is not impossible that Uchiha Qiye and him are in the same group. But Kisame said that Uchiha Qiye watched the entire battle between Uchiha Sasuke and Itachi. And, in the end, it wasn't Sasuke who dealt the fatal blow to Itachi, but Uchiha Qiye. In fact, after the night of the genocide, Obito went back to Konoha to get rid of Uchiha Qiye. But at that time, even Obito, who had the Mangekyo Sharingan, couldn't help Qiye. Ju was surprised that the other party also had nothing to do with his Kamui. Afe, it turns out that you had a fight a few years ago. Did it end in a draw? Well, that was shortly after the Uchiha clan incident, when I couldn't do anything about him. He faced my Kamui, the same. Now that several years have passed, Uchiha Qiye has become Konoha's Hokage advisor. It seems that the entire Konoha village is under his control. Obito also took back his eyes from Kakashi, and he was not afraid of Uchiha Kai's words once again with his double Kamui. What happened in Kirigakure? Obito suspects that the mastermind is Konoha. After the death of Kisame and Onito Mizuki, Mist Shinobi immediately made a friendly gesture to Konoha. The meaning of this is self-evident. Obito thought about it. Konoha's ninja was able to quietly kill Kisame and Onito Mizuki, and also successfully defeated Terumi Mei. Except for that man, Uchiha Qiye, he couldn't think of anyone else. Advertisement beginning with Hidan and Kakuzu, both Uchiha Qiye and Konoha are against them everywhere. This time, Akatsuki will fight back. The enemy is bright and dark, this is the best chance to counterattack. Black Zetsu's heart is also looking forward to it. Mom, wait for a while and I'll be able to come out for you. Outside Konoha village, Orochimaru came from the far-off village of Inoko in Tanokuni. This time, he has his own business to find Uchiha Qiye, and he wants to confirm his conjecture. After all, it was impossible for Uchiha Qiye to go to Yinyan village. He had no choice but to come here by himself. This time, without Kimimaro, waiting for someone to accompany him, Orochimaru came alone. Orochimaru, what's the matter with coming all the way from Yinyan village? Uchiha Qiye, who was lying on the tree trunk, yawned lazily. Qiye-kun, I want to confirm a conjecture, sizzle. Orochimaru stretched out his long tongue and licked his lips. I think it will happen soon. For Orochimaru's conjecture, Uchiha Qiye has already guessed it. Why don't you see Sasuke and Kabuto? Qiye-kun, they are making a case for my conjecture. Qiye leaned on the tree trunk and smiled lightly. Orochimaru, Are you doing Rinnegan? Rinnegan? Hearing these 3 words, Orochimaru was taken aback. That incredible look looked at Uchiha Qiye. He already thought that Uchiha Qiye was omnipotent. But at this time Qiye seemed to be omniscient and omnipotent. When Orochimaru thought that Qiye was from the Uchiha family, he was relieved. That's right, Sasuke and Kabuto didn't come. It's because of Rinnegan. Orochimaru made a bold assumption. What would happen if the power of Uchiha merged with that of Hashirama? Danzo is one of his experiments. Unfortunately, neither Danzo from the Uchiha family nor from the Senju family is always a fake. According to Orochimaru, if you have the power of Uchiha and Hashirama at the same time, it is the power of all things. Sasuke Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan is not the end, there is a higher existence, that is Rinnegan. Rinnegan, who once met Payne in Orochimaru, once tried to snatch it. In the end, stunned by Rinnegan's power, Orochimaru was unsuccessful. That was also the first time Payne's Sasori pulled him into the dawn. And this time, it's not just his argument. Sasuke, who owns the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, has seen Uchiha's steel, and when the powers of Uchiha and Senju are combined, a stronger power can be created. And now, Sasuke has the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and Hashirama's cells. It only takes a chance for his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan to evolve into Rinnegan. For this reason, Kabuto and Sasuke did not come. Sasuke, who owns the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, can read the contents of the entire stone tablet, but what Orochimaru can't think of is that only Uchiha Qiye of the Mangekyo Sharingan also knows it. Seeing Orochimaru's shocked expression, Qiye continued. Your guess is correct. Sasuke should have seen the stone tablet as well, and the ultimate direction of Sharingan evolution is Rinnegan. A look of anticipation flashed in Orochimaru's eyes. Sure enough. Chapter 260 Advertisement. Sure enough. Orochimaru grinned, feeling more relieved when he got Uchiha Kai's answer. The final direction of Sharingan evolution is Rinnegan. Kie-kun, I'm curious, why didn't you evolve your eyes into the ultimate Rinnegan? Rinnegan, that is the eye possessed by the ancestor of the ninja, sage of 6 paths. Its ability can be imagined. Orochimaru knows that with Uchiha Kai's ability, it should not be difficult to upgrade his eyes to Rinnegan. However, instead of doing this, he stopped his Sharingan at the stage of Mangekyo. This makes Orochimaru also puzzled. Oh, Orochimaru, your situation is not very good, it doesn't matter whether I have Rinnegan or not, the current Mangekyo is good. The corners of Orochimaru's mouth twitched. Look, is this what people say? Rinnegan is nothing in front of Uchiha Qiye. In front of Uchiha Qiye, the ultimate pupil power that people dreamed and pursued was nothing but a pediatric existence, and they didn't care about it at all. In such a comparison, his Orochimaru's pattern is indeed smaller. Only Uchiha Qiye can say these words. If Sasuke turns on Rinnegan, Orochimaru is looking forward to what the legendary pupil power will be like. 2 of the 5 nations in the ninja world today are already on the same front as Konoha village, the land of fire. The land of wind has become a vassal of the land of fire, and the outside world does not know the news. The country of water, Kirigakure, has also surrendered to Konoha. Among the 5 kingdoms, there are only the kingdom of earth and the kingdom of thunder. There was a war between Cloud Shinobi village and Konoha, and Neo Jinchuriki was gone. 4th Raikage and Konoha are immortal. Orochimaru, summoning the snakes. 10,000 snakes? Orochimaru shuddered, not a good summoning beast. Even if Orochimaru signed a contract with it, he is the owner of 10,000 snakes on the bright side, and it depends on 10,000 snakes' own intentions whether to listen to him or not. Orochimaru didn't understand why Qiye called him summoning the snake. In case the 10,000 snakes became violent, it would be quite difficult for him to control the violent 10,000 snakes. Kie-kun, I wonder if you want me to summoning one snake? I'm going to Ryuchi Cave in the 3 Holy Lands. Ryuchi Cave. The power of magic. Orochimaru has been to Ryuchi Cave, and he is also very longing for the power of magic. However, due to too much living corpse reincarnation, the body can no longer bear the power of immortality, so he can only give up the practice. He didn't expect Qiye to be interested in the magic of Ryuchi Cave. It stands to reason that Konoha has Jiraiya and Tsunade, and you can go to Mount Myoboku and Shiboku Forest. This is the order of Uchiha Qiye, and he Orochimaru dare not obey. Swish, the hands quickly formed marks. Summoning technique. Boom, a huge cloud of white smoke rose. A purple serpent appeared in front of Orochimaru. Seeing Orochimaru, she showed a look of disgust. What, it's you Orochimaru, what's the matter with me this time? I won't do it unless I prepare 100 human sacrifices. Snake's domineering appearance of Tsunade made Orochimaru quite helpless. After all, he is the owner of summoning, and he has no face at all. Advertisement. He pointed to Qiye beside him. Wanshe, it's not me looking for you, it's him. Looking in the direction Orochimaru pointed, seeing the 10,000 snakes of Uchiha Qiye shivered. This time it would rather call out Orochimaru than this Buddha. Immediately, I felt a rush of coolness all over my body. The tone became much gentler. "Ah, this is Mr. Qiye, what's the matter?" This is completely different from the usual 10,000 snakes. Orochimaru couldn't help but despise the snake in his heart. And the strongest summoning beast in Ryuchi Cave turned into a licking dog in front of that man? Orochimaru knows that Enko once instructed Uchiha Qiye, so it's not surprising that 10,000 snakes and Qiye are related. "Yo, Wan Snake. Long time no see, I don't have any human sacrifices for you here." It's okay. The sacrifice of living human beings is limited to Orochimaru, you don't have to. Orochimaru. It's too late, I didn't expect it to be such a summoning beast. The human heart is like this, let alone a snake. It's nothing special, you go back to Ryuchi Cave and use the reverse summoning technique. I'm going to go and meet the White Snake Immortal. Are you going to Ryuchi Cave? Wan Snake's huge body was stunned. What, can't you? No, it's just a bit of a surprise. Kie-kun's mind is always unpredictable. Kie-kun. The White Snake Immortal is not very good-natured, you may not get much benefit from it. The huge head of the snake on the side nodded, indicating that what Orochimaru said was right. In his heart, he didn't want Uchiha Qiye to go, and if he made the White Snake Immortal unhappy, it would be troublesome. But whether it is the White Snake Immortal or Uchiha Qiye, they are all existences that 10,000 snakes can't provoke. Uchiha Qiye insisted on doing so, and it could only bite the bullet and agree. Orochimaru recalled the eccentric White Snake Immortal, and even he felt terrified. I just don't know what will happen to Uchiha Qiye. Don't worry, Orochimaru, if you can't deal with a snake, there's no face. Orochimaru. 10,000 blows in his heart, he is a person who can't deal with a snake. Boom, Wan Snake's huge figure turned into a cloud of white smoke and disappeared, and then, Kai's figure also disappeared. It was in Ryuchi Cave that the 10,000 serpents used the reverse summoning technique. Ryuchi Cave is an inheritance place as famous as Mount Myoboku, Shibone Forest, and its ancestor White Snake Sage, who has survived for thousands of years since the Kaguya era, is the same era as Gamamaru. And Toad Maru is Hishu Frog, he is a brother to Sage of Six Paths. He also taught Sage of Six Paths magic, and encouraged him to seal Kaguya, a frog with the ability to predict the future. When Qiye came to Ryuchi Cave, the White Snake Immortal had already sensed it. Wan Snake, you brought a human back this time. The immortal White Snake, who was usually sleeping, actually spoke at this time, and the 10,000 snakes in Ryuchi Cave had not been seen a few times. This is enough to show that the White Snake Immortal attaches great importance to this human being. Every immortal in the Holy Land has special abilities, and the reason why the White Snake Immortal is surprised is because he does not know the information of the visitor. In the past, whether it was Orochimaru or Kabuto, as soon as they came to Ryuchi Cave, the White Snake Immortal had a thorough understanding of their lives. And now, a human being brought by Wan Snake, with the ability of the White Snake Immortal, can't actually see through the origin, purpose, etc. of the other party. This has never been seen in thousands of years, so the White Snake Fairy will be surprised. When he came to Uchiha Qiye in Ryuchi Cave, the mere trials could not stop him. Tien Shin Shen-ji, Ichijima-ji, Sun-jin-ji, these snakes, as the high-level executives of Ryuchi Cave, were quickly broken through the trial level by Qiye. Uchiha Qiye came to the White Snake Immortal without any hindrance. Chapter 261. Advertisement. The trials at Ryuchi Cave were nothing to Uchiha Qiye. After a few cups of tea, Qiye came to the White Snake Immortal. White Snake Fairy, a White Snake Sage. The grumpy 10,000 snakes became extremely docile in front of him. This is a monster that has lived for thousands of years since the Kaguya era, and 10,000 snakes dare not be presumptuous in front of it. Wan Serpent, is this the human who summoned you out? Yes, his name is Uchiha Qiye. Uchiha Qiye, it's been a long time since humans came to Ryuchi Cave. The White Snake Immortal who was lying on the stone chair narrowed his eyes and said slowly. Suddenly, his thoughts seemed to be blocked by something. Strange, strange, so strange, said three strange things in a row. Boy, what are you doing at my Ryuchi Cave? I feel that I am still worse off with a kind of power, immortal art. Uchiha Qiye didn't shy away from it, he directly stated his intention to learn Shanshu. His arrogance and calm and confident expression made the White Snake Immortal stunned. Humans who came to Ryuchi Cave in the past came to seek strength because they recognized their weakness. You need powerful magic to prove yourself. But Qiye said that the power of immortal art was lacking, as if immortal art seemed to be the same thing in front of him. Indeed, for Uchiha Qiye, celestial arts are just the icing on the cake. Natural energy is indeed a great power to use without draining your own chakra. Unlike other humans who came to Ryuchi Cave were in awe. They will all be deterred by the powerful aura of the White Snake Immortal, as was the case with Orochimaru before. And from Uchiha Qiye, the White Snake Immortal couldn't tell at all. Tisk tisk, what an interesting human being, but also so strange. The three holy lands, the White Snake Immortal in Ryuchi Cave, the Toad Sage in Mount Myoboku, and the Katsuyu Immortal in Shibone Forest. Each fairy has its own special power. The power of Toad Sage is to dream and foresee the future. The White Snake Immortal is the one who sees through the fate of human beings. The Orochimaru, White Snake Immortals who have been here before have seen their fate. But only the man in front of him, the White Snake Immortal, couldn't see it. You must know that the White Snake Immortal has experienced thousands of years, but has never encountered such a thing. As expected of a human who has tamed 10,000 snakes, it seems that there are some ways. Boy, you don't hide it, are you here for immortality? Well, who else would come here? She was frightened into a cold sweat by Kai's words, and Qiye said nothing to it. Now he actually said the same thing in front of the White Snake Immortal. If the White Snake Immortals get angry, their entire Ryuchi Cave snakes will suffer. However, seeing that Immortal White Snake's face did not change much, she was relieved. It feels like an ordeal to stay here for an extra second. The key is that in front of the White Snake Immortal and Uchiha Qiye, he can't leave yet, which is the most painful. Oh, boy, you are so sincere. That immortal also clearly told you that it is impossible for this immortal to teach you immortal arts. Shi. Master White Snake, you are. The immortal White Snake gave Shi a look, and the shocking look made Shi take a step back, and immediately did not dare to talk. Snake's heart is inclined to teach Uchiha Qiye the magic of the White Snake Immortal, so that it can be a perfect solution to the harmony. It's better now, the White Snake Immortal has refused. If Uchiha Qiye takes it out as a summoning beast, it will be miserable. Poor 10,000 snakes, whether it is the White Snake Immortal or Uchiha Qiye, it can't be provoked. The White Snake Immortal refused. Uchiha Qiye simply replied, Oh, boy, aren't you angry? I don't teach you immortal arts, then your trip will be in vain. You teach me, I won't let a snake teach me fairy magic. Advertisement Qiye Simple Kaido. What? The White Snake Immortal glared angrily, feeling that it was being mocked by humans. Shanshu is the power that many people dream of. In this Ryuchi Cave no other person can teach Shanshu except it. It's getting harder and harder to see through Uchiha Kai's thoughts. The words of these two bosses couldn't get in the mouth at all, they could only wait and see. For Qiye, coming to Ryuchi Cave, his purpose has been achieved. Qiye stretched and yawned, lying on the ground dozing off. After a while, there was a slight snoring. Snake. White Snake Immortal. Kai's operation made the two snakes bewildered. What is this man here for? Is it just for sleeping? Do you have to sleep on the floor if you have a bed at home? Bai Snake glanced at Snake beside him and asked. Shi, what's the origin of this kid, even you obey him like that? This question made Shi completely bewildered. The abilities of the White Snake Immortal are all too clear. And now, the White Snake Immortal actually asked him the origin of Uchiha Qiye. From past experience, no matter which human being, Immortal White Snake knows the fate of each other's life just by looking at it. Need to ask it now. In other words, even the ancestors of the White Snake can see through Master Qiye? Looking at it now, the most hidden and most terrifying is Master Qiye. At this moment, Shi was incomparably admired for Uchiha Qiye, to the point of admiration. Master White Snake, Uchiha Qiye is from the Uchiha clan, with powerful pupil power. He signed a contract with our snake clan, and summoned me the first time he used summoning. That's right, the Uchiha clan. Sharingan is a great threat to tailed beasts, as is summoning beasts. This kid, very strange, even I can't see through him. Snake, this person is no better than Orochimaru. As soon as the White Snake Immortal saw Orochimaru, he knew what ink was in his heart. Yes, is it? Snake was shocked. It was the first time he heard the White Snake Immortal praise human beings. Suddenly, the White Snake Immortal felt abnormal fluctuations in natural energy. Snake also felt it. They snakes are quite sensitive to natural energies. This powerful natural energy is gathering towards Uchiha Qiye. The two big snakes, Snake and White Snake Immortal, were completely stunned. This, Lord White Snake, how can he absorb natural energy? Snake asks this question, and the White Snake Immortal doesn't even know it. Absent the master's magic to absorb natural energy, it will cause abnormal side effects to the body. Either petrify, go berserk, or die when they can't bear the explosion. However, none of this happened to Uchiha Qiye. Natural energies are still flowing towards him. Suddenly, a snake shadow appeared on Uchiha Kai's face. Lord White Snake, this is. That's right, that's the sign of Ryuchi Cave Sage Mode. The White Snake Immortal was stunned. He has never taught Qiye fairy magic, so has he just learned? But it didn't stop there. The snake shadow on Uchiha Kiye's cheeks Sage Mode changed again. This time, the White Snake Immortal couldn't sit still. Chapter 262 Advertisement. The snake eyeshadow on Uchiha Qiye is exactly the hallmark of Ryuchi Cave Sage Mode. What the White Snake Immortal did not expect was that Uchiha Qiye learned this way. He just fell asleep. Yet changes continue. The snake shadow on Kai's cheeks disappeared and was replaced by orange eyeshadow. The snake beside him was stunned. Lord White Snake, this won't be. This is the magic of Mount Myoboku. How could this kid? As a snake in the same period as Toad Wentai, he is too familiar with the magic of Mount Myoboku. Kai's sleep not only showed the sign of Ryuchi Cave Sage Mode, but also of Mount Myoboku. It wasn't over yet. After a few breaths, the orange eyeshadow disappeared, and lines appeared on Kai's forehead again. That's right, that's the logo of Sage Mode in Webbone Forest. The White Snake Immortal froze in place. Is this kid combining the immortal arts of the three holy places into one? This is simply incredible. No wonder he couldn't see through his fate. This time, Immortal White Snake seemed to understand a little. Alala, Uchiha Qiye, who woke up, yawned. Open black lens bracket ding. Congratulations to host for taking a nap at Ryuchi Cave close black lens bracket. Bringing together the three Holy Land fairy arts in one body. The power of yin and yang escape has been consummated. Open black lens bracket. Any injury heals automatically. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Mental, physical, chakra has reached the best state. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Increase chakra by 100%. Uchiha Qiye woke up feeling refreshed. How about it, White Snake? I said you don't need to teach immortal arts. Qiye smiled confidently, showing a smug look. The White Snake Immortal could only secretly sigh. The current human beings are really unusual. Congratulations to Master Qiye for mastering natural energy and learning fairy magic. Seeing Kai's appearance like this, Wan Shi naturally wanted to tout it. It is not something that anyone can summon. Those who can summon it must be extraordinary. Uchiha Qiye is so strong, and he is so handsome. Qiye patted his buttocks and waved at Wan Shi. Goodbye, Big Snake. Lord Qiye, welcome to Ryuchi Cave again. On the other hand, Sasori and Deidara have come to Cloud Shinobi Village. Azabuye took them to 4th Raikage. Why isn't your leader here? Seeing Deidara and Sasori, 4th Raikage showed a little disdain on Ai's face. This is a powerful alliance, and as the leader of Cloud Shinobi Village, it must be the leader who comes to talk to him. Otherwise, it will be much more expensive. Oops, big brother Sasori, since Cloud Shinobi doesn't welcome us, let's go. Raikage is like this, Deidara will naturally not give face. Take Sasori and leave. Do they know that the members have no face? If it wasn't for the leader to unite with Cloud Shinobi, Deidara would have wanted the ninjas and villagers in this village to see his art. Of course, this is just Raikage's arrogant words. Deidara, Sasori and 4th Raikage spoke briefly. To deal with Konoha, Raikage has 100% passion, and it should be done right away. The plan is for them to take the lead, and after a gap in Konoha village, their Cloud Shinobi can be deployed. It's that simple. Such a simple and unpretentious tactic does not need strategy at all, just use strength to crush it. Advertisement. Of course, Raikage is not going. Raikage is also the shadow of a village on impulse, and he wants to stay to protect Cloud Shinobi Village. The only Cloud Shinobi Village is out in full force, and in the end it is worth the loss if other Shinobi Village steals its home. The ninja world is so big, it's not like this kind of thing hasn't happened before. If Raikage doesn't go, neither will Eight Tails. As Raikage's younger brother, Cloud Shinobi Village is currently the only perfect Jinchuriki. Eight Tails is still in confinement. Raikage will not let him leave Cloud Shinobi Village. Go to everything except Raikage and Eight Tails. Darui, Shi, Samui, Azii, etc. Even Killer Bee's disciples Amoy and Karui went. Tutai is the commander of this operation, and Darui is the sub-commander. Together with Akatsuki to attack Konoha, Cloud Shinobi used most of his village's forces. Also provided Akatsuki with a portion of Eight Tails chakra. This time, except for the chakra of 3 Tails and 9 Tails. The rest, Gedo statue has collected them all, on the way back. Deidara asked Sasori, Brother Sasori, are we involved in this operation? Payne let them participate in the attack on Konoha together. You're stupid, have you forgotten that Konoha has that guy there? Isn't it courting death when we go to beat his village? Isn't there a tailed beast that hasn't been collected yet? Let's go and collect the tailed beast chakra. Uchiha Kai's abilities cast a deep shadow over Deidara and Sasori. Actually, Deidara and Sasori don't really want to work for Akatsuki anymore. This time, they both played soy sauce. Akatsuki's true purpose is still up for debate. It's time for Sasori and Deidara to stop believing in Akatsuki. A world that plunges the world into a fantasy world is not what they're after at all. All they pursue is their own art. Not to mention Deidara, it was Xiao Yongchang who asked him to join at the beginning. Akatsuki has few now. In addition to him and Sasori, there are Ju, the leader Payne, Conan and the masked man Fei. Even Kisame and Akatsuki's undercover ghost Lan Wazuki died in Mist Shinobi. Itachi is dead. Deidara has nothing to challenge, just concentrate on playing with his art. In the world of fantasy, art cannot be played. Brother Sasori, if the organization and Cloud Shinobi really kill Konoha, what should we do? If we don't participate in the teamfight, the leader will be the first to come to us after the battle? HMPH, do you think there is hope? This question is worth thinking about. We'd better observe the situation in that war, and catch the tailed beast by the way. Even if we win this kind of thing, Payne won't do anything to us. But the thought of Uchiha Qiye's ability makes Sasori and Deidara feel that the chances of winning are slim. It's better to lose both and die together, then they won't have anything to do with them. Outside Rain Shinobi Village, Six Paths Payne made an appearance. Purple eyeshadow, Xiao Hei Pao and Red Cloud's big cloak outline the figure exquisitely. It is Akatsuki's group flower. Conan, Nagato, do you really want to do this? HMPH, I won't forget the scene where the Konoha shinobi killed my parents. Moreover, Yahiko also died in the shadow of the war, which is the result of the conspiracy of Danzo and Hanzo. It's time to change this world warped by war, and it's me, the god, Yahiko, who will change it. In Akatsuki's base, Ju sticks his head out. Abby, will we win this battle with Cloud Shinobi and Konoha? Absolutely. Have you forgotten our last trump card? Let the tree of gods come to this world again, and finally everything turns into nothingness. This is what we want. It doesn't matter whether we win or lose the battle with Konoha. Never grin. Yes, indeed. The calm and peaceful Konoha is about to usher in an epic disaster. Chapter 263 Advertisement outside Konoha Village. Pen Six Paths quietly watched this peaceful village. The peace of the Fire Nation is built on the pain of their Rain Shinobi Village, Payne, the god of Rain Shinobi Village, will never allow this kind of peace to exist. It's time to act. Conan, you stay with my being. As Akatsuki's only female ninja, Conan frowned. Nagato, what are you going to do with Konoha? The outside of Konoha is covered by a huge enchantment, and as long as the strange chakra invades, the enchantment will respond. At that time, the perceptive ninjas who maintain the ninja world in Konoha will know about it. HMPH, in the face of absolute strength, the formations are all clouds. Nagato with Rinnegan, self-proclaimed god Nagato has absolute confidence. Besides, Cloud Shinobi's main force is already preparing for battle, just waiting for them to open a gap. Swish, without any tactics, Payne Six Paths broke into Konoha's enchantment. Konoha Perception Department, Captain Hiei, there are strange chakras invading the village, if nothing else, they're them. Yamanakake's face sank, and then he showed a sly smile again. Tisk tisk, it's exactly as expected by Lord Qiye. Fortunately, under the orders of Lord Qiye, we have already prepared. Kakashi, Guy, Asuma, Shiranui Genma and others have already made preparations. Shiranui Genma. Master Qiye is right, Xiao really came to attack the village. Guy. It's time to exude vitality. Mr. Guy, I want to fight with you. Now, Lee, the watermelon head of Genin, can't wait to join the battle. Yo Lee, the current enemy is not something you Genins can deal with, go to the safe area to take refuge. Although Lee, Tien, etc. and a group of Genin were upset, they could only obey orders at this moment. As soon as the animal path landed, it was surrounded by several Jonin. The way of heaven, the way of Asura, the way of hungry Kido, the way of earth, and the way of hell are all like this. Tisk tisk, it seems that Konoha's people are already prepared. Tiandao Payne smiled lightly, but he was not too surprised by this. Quickly assemble, immediately ordered, the six assembled. As the leader of Xiao, Tien Dao is not a brainless generation. The Pen Six Paths are at their best together. It would be bad if they were defeated one by Konoha's ninjas. Summoning technique. At 66 with an order from the beast, the other Paynes turned into a cloud of white smoke. In the next second, they all appeared on the animal side. Guy. Kakashi, all six Pens are on my side, let me deal with them in one go. Hey, Guy, don't be impulsive, they're not easy people, you can't deal with it alone, hey, Guy. Beep beep. The radio call has been disconnected. Damn it, go to Guy's side, all six Pens are with him. Facing Payne, in addition to Guy, there are several Konoha family Jonin, Chunin. Tiandao Payne looked at Guy with a playful look, this Konoha shinobi person he has seen. It was the reinforcements that appeared when he and the masked man Obito took Kakashi's eyes last time, and attacked them with a physique, leaf great whirlwind. What, so it's your precious beast, where is Nine-Tails Jinchuriki Uzumaki Naruto? The other Konoha shinobi were a little puzzled, and they sounded like they knew Guy. Guy was even more puzzled. Who are you, have we met? The precious beast just doesn't have a brain, forget it, I don't need to ask you. Konoha's public tolerance broke a cold sweat for Guy and thought about it carefully. With Guy's temperament, it's quite normal for this to happen. Tendo turned to the Konoha shinobi who were present. Where is Nine-Tails Jinchuriki Uzumaki Naruto of Konoha now? Tell me. I might be in a good mood and I might spare your life. Rinnegan glared suddenly, and a domineering aura came over him. Advertisement. Everyone was shocked by this powerful aura. This is the power of Rinnegan, really scary. Can we win against such an enemy? The momentum is the momentum, Guy doesn't care so much. Everyone, let me defeat this powerful enemy together. Leaf great whirlwind, wind style, great breakthrough. Fire style, great fireball technique, lightning style, lightning chain light curtain. Water style, water wheel spirit plate. All of a sudden, taijutsu and all kinds of ninjutsu attack Payne's 6 paths. In the face of such a variety of ninjutsu, 6 Payne has no intention of evading. Tiandao even showed a playful smile. Tisk tisk, the mere mortals also want to be on par with divine power, so let you see the gap between gods and humans, Shen Luo Tianzheng. Tiandao Payne snorted coldly. Woo, woo, woo. Suddenly, time seems to be forbidden at this moment. Shish. All kinds of ninjutsu were thrown away, even Guy who used leaf strong whirlwind was thrown away. With Tendo Payne at the center, those Konoha shinobi were bounced off dozens of meters. Even the surrounding buildings were shaken. With just one move, this place was turned into a rubble. That's the power of Rinnegan. Guy and the other ninjas crawled out of the rubble. Several Konoha Chunin were knocked unconscious. This powerful repulsion made them at a loss. Captain Guy, that guy seems to be able to deflect all ninjutsu taijutsu. Well, it looks a bit tricky. Guy also looked solemn. What he is best at is physical art, but if you don't get close to your body, there is no chance. The ability to bounce everything off is terrifying. However, this is only the ability of the other party, and the other Payne has not yet shot. Dozens of Konoha's ninjas have been shriveled by a single person. Summoning technique. In an instant, the animal Dao summoned a variety of summoning creatures such as centipedes, hellhounds, and rhinos to appear in Konoha village. This time, Konoha was thrown into chaos. Reikari Hitaki Chop. Fire-style ashes. A sharp thunderblade flashed by at high speed, slicing the centipede and the hellhound into several pieces. Without Sharingan, Kakashi's strength has not diminished but has been greatly enhanced. His father Hitaki Tsukumo is good at swordsmanship. Sharingan's excessive consumption of his body and chakra limits Kakashi's growth. Now that Sharingan is gone, Kakashi's own strengths have been brought into full play. With the thunderblade formed by Reikari, he directly killed the summoning beast of the animal realm. Asuma's ashes burnt the summoning beast Rhinoceros too. Seeing Payne disappear in front of his eyes, Kakashi and the others immediately came to reinforce him. However, the Cerberus that was split by Kakashi quickly split into several pieces, more numerous than before and more ferocious. And such a summoning beast? Kakashi was amazed inside. This was his first encounter with an undead summoning beast. Sure enough, the enemy with Rinnegan just can't be viewed with common sense. Click, 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 just as Kakashi was figuring out how to deal with these summoning beasts. The temperature between heaven and earth dropped suddenly. Those summoning beasts are frozen into ice sculptures. Kakashi under the mask smiled calmly. He knew that the man was here. Chapter 264 Advertisement. Suddenly, the temperature of the otherwise mild climate dropped sharply. Whether it's Payne or Kakashi, they feel as if they're in a world of ice and snow. The crowd couldn't help but shiver. This is? Kakashi under the mask smiled knowingly. Here comes the man. Well, it heralds the end of the battle. Tiandao Payne felt the chill in the air, and felt a little uneasy in his heart. Immediately, this unease was eliminated. Just kidding, who is he, the god of this world, how could he be afraid? It's just that the summoning beasts summoned by the animal realm were frozen into ice sculptures. No matter how hard the summoning beasts struggled, they couldn't escape the shackles of freezing. Even the animal Dao is powerless, this freezing force is too powerful. Who? Tiandao's eyes looked up. Not far away, on the tall telephone pole, a figure was staring at this side, with a faint smile on the corner of his mouth. That is, Lord Qiye. There can be no mistake, Lord Qiye. Lord Qiye is here too. The Konoha shinobi people cheered when they saw Uchiha Qiye's arrival. Tiandao Payne's face was slightly heavy. Uchiha Qiye. This name Masked Man mentioned to him once, and the most important thing for Konoha shinobi people is this man. Consultant of contemporary Hokage, Uchiha Qiye, never get accurate information through investigation. Cloud Shinobi's fiasco, Danzo, Homura, Kaharu and other bizarre deaths of high-level Konoha all seem to have something to do with this man. That is, this man almost gave 4th Raikage a heart attack, and even Erway Jinchuriki got into it. Akatsuki made a bold guess, performing a mission in Mist Shinobi, and Kisame, who staged the coup, may also have something to do with him. Because of Kisame, after the failure of Kisame, Terumi Mei immediately concluded an alliance treaty with Konoha. This has never happened in the past. This man can be said to be their biggest enemy. Snapped Qiye on the telephone pole snapped his fingers. Click, click, the huge ice sculptures that were frozen in ice broke apart one after another, turning into ice cubes and scattered all over the place. There was no summoning beast in it. It seemed that it was all melted into the ice cubes, not even the slag was left. Even the Cerberus with regenerative ability is gone. Beast Dao was shocked in his heart. How is this possible? Cerberus will only disappear when his animal body is defeated, otherwise it will never disappear. It will only kill more and more, but now, it just disappeared in front of him. This Uchiha Qiye deserves to be a character that a Fae pays attention to, he is really unusual. Uchiha Qiye jumped gently before Kakashi and them. Except for Kakashi, Asuma, Genma Shiranui, and others, the other Konoha shinobiers have hardly seen Uchiha Qiye make a move. But to be able to achieve the position of consultant, the strength must be extraordinary. When they saw that Uchiha Qiye easily eliminated the enemy's summoning beast, their hearts were already shocked. Just now Kakashi used the Raikiri blade and couldn't help it. You know, Kakashi is Konoha's elite Jonin, and Raikiri is his famous skill. Not only that, Kakashi also applied Raikiri to swordsmanship, and its power is even higher. Even such an attack could not help the enemy's summoning beast, but Uchiha Qiye eliminated the enemy's summoning beast with a snap of his fingers. It only took 2 steps, freeze, crack, I can't help but sigh. Sir Qiye is indeed the personal advisor of Lord Hokage. Yeah, the monster that even Kakashi-senpai couldn't deal with was easily dealt with by him. Tisk tisk, that's awesome, otherwise how could you be a consultant? Advertisement, it's not without reason that the village is so powerful now. 6 pads Payne's Rinnegan gazes together at Uchiha Qiye. This Uchiha Qiye has become their prey. Uchiha Qiye, where's 9 Tails Jinchuriki Uzumaki Naruto, say we can spare you, spare Konoha. Oh, 9 Tails, right in Konoha, what's up? Qiye laughed. Payne was annoyed by Kai's disdainful tone. Uchiha Qiye, pay attention to your identity, who are you talking to? God is standing in front of you. Kakashi, Shiranui Genma and the others have black lines on their faces, this is Payne's senior middle school. Even Guy can't stand it anymore. Said softly, hey, Kakashi, why is this guy staring at the nails all over his face, and his eyes are rippling, why does he always call himself a god? Kakashi. This, you can ask him in person while he's still there. Payne, it's you who should pay attention to your words, who do you think you're talking to? I'm not interested in talking to a few corpses. Dead body. Whether it's the Tao of Heaven, Tao of Animals or a few other Payne, his expressions are all condensed. Did he see something? Impossible, no third person knows this secret except Ju and Madara. So is the corpse he just mentioned a test? Nagato, who was manipulating these pens from a distance, was puzzled. Did this guy see it? Conan. Nagato, what's wrong? She seldom saw Nagato's serious expression, which was enough to prove the strength of his opponent. This made Conan worried. The last time Nagato was so serious was when Yahiko died in front of him fighting Danzo. That's when Nagato lost his legs and lost his mobility. Conan, Uchiha Qiye is a very strong man, he seems to have seen the true face of those Payne, not the real body. On this side, Payne was relieved when he heard Uchiha Qiye say that 9 Tails is in Konoha. Prove that this trip, he did not run in vain. Uchiha Qiye, you Konoha not only have 9 tails, but also 3 tails in Konoha? Well, that's right, I didn't expect you to find this out. Kakashi, Guy and others have participated in the task of capturing 3 tails, and they all know that 3 tails is in the village. But they don't know what the situation with 3 tails is now. Guy doesn't even know that his disciple Neji is 3 tails Jinchuriki. The rest of the Konoha shinobi broke into a cold sweat for Uchiha Qiye. I couldn't help feeling emotional. Master Qiye, you don't have to be so sincere, you can answer whatever others ask. Is there 3 tails, 9 tails, this is the best. There is no need for these scumbags to communicate, do it. Suddenly, Shira Dao rushed over with a single stride. Swish, several missiles were fired directly towards Uchiha Qiye, Kakashi and others. Earth style, Earth flow wall. At Kakashi defends directly with the dog-headed Earth formation wall. Bang bang bang, the explosion came immediately. In the thick smoke, Qiye suddenly appeared behind Shiro Road. Just when he was about to give Shiro Road a fatal blow, he found that many Renegons were staring at him. Hey, shared vision, it's really hard for you zombies. Boom, the crisp sound of steel colliding followed. Shiro Road's body hit the ground heavily. Whoa, whoa. Parts fell all over the place and shattered. Chapter 265. Advertisement without any physical contact, Asura Road smashed to the ground so heavily. There were a few metal-like crisp sounds, and the parts were scattered all over the place. The other pens were horrified. Well, what's going on here? All of their pen visions are shared. Obviously did not see Uchiha Qiye's attack, but Shiro Road was indeed turned into powder. Payne's side was surprised, but Konoha's ninja was very happy. As expected of Mr. Qiye, yeah, I solved a Payne in an instant. What just happened, and the robot turned into scrap metal in an instant. Qiye kicked the parts of Shiro Road's head with one kick and clapped his hands. Payne, God, that's all. This guy, even Kakuzu, who has always been paralyzed, was a little twitchy. In this world, no one has ever dared to ignore God. And Uchiha Qiye not only ignored them, it even stepped on Payne directly, and made a mockery of these gods. Uchiha Qiye, did you do what happened in Kirigakure? This is the only thing that Nagato has not confirmed so far, and today he will confirm with Uchiha Qiye. Oh, are you talking about Hoshigaki Kisame and Mizuki? I killed those two trash. A dignified organization that even used undercover spies, this is not trash. In the eyes of Uchiha Qiye, Akatsuki used an undercover spy. The brilliance of this organization is gone. Sure enough, it's you, Uchiha Qiye, who has broken the good things we know over and over again. Qiye didn't care about Tiandao Payne's threat at all. Neither Payne nor Nagato are tools for masked man Uchiha Obito. It's really sad to be sold and help others to count the money. Akatsuki, which was originally built by Yahiko, was destroyed by Obito. Yahiko's death is controlled by Obito, in order to make Nagato despair of this world, so as to summon Gedo statue and accept his ideas. Poor people still have something to hate. Neither Payne nor Nagato, Uchiha Qiye would have sympathy for him. To kill or to kill. The Asura path is gone, but the other 5 paths of Payne are still there. Besides, as long as there is hell, other pens can be resurrected. Now, as long as the body of Shira Dao is put into the gate of hell and transformed, it is enough. The 5th gate, Duman, open. Guy opened the 5th gate in the 8 inner gates at once, and in an instant he came to the back of heaven. A roundhouse kick kicked directly at Tiandao's forehead. Who knows that the back of Tiandao's head seems to have eyes, and it can directly see through Guy's attack. Leaning forward slightly, he directly avoided Guy's foot. Shen Luo Tianzheng. Wu, suddenly, with the Tao of heaven as the center, a powerful repulsive force shook all around. Guy, Kakashi and others were directly thrown dozens of meters away. Houses and buildings collapsed. The crowd climbed out of the ruins again. Kakashi was horrified. Just now Guy was clearly attacked from the dead end of Payne, but he was still dodged. Could it be that their Rinnegan has the ability to roll eyes, and the field of vision is omnidirectional? The thoughtful Kakashi not only observed Tiandao alone, he also saw that other Payne's eyes were all focused on Tiandao. Could it be that? Sure enough, you are the most troublesome. Uchiha Qiye appeared in front of Tiandao like nothing. At this time, Tiandao was also stunned. His Shen Luo Tianzheng has clearly been activated. Why? Why is Uchiha Qiye still standing in front of him like a nobody? Also, there is no dust on it. The attack just now was like air to him. Advertisement seeing Payne's cautious eyes, Qiye couldn't help but smile. Your vision is figured out. As soon as these words came out, Payne was shocked. Did he observe it in just 2 rounds? What an amazing man. Kakashi's head flashed. That's right, that's it, as expected of Mr. Qiye, why didn't I think of it? So Guy asked Kakashi with a confused look. Hey, Kakashi, so they don't have a 360-degree field of view? Well, as Lord Qiye said, their vision is the same. For a simple example, what you see, even if I close my eyes, I know what you see. I see, and there is such a miraculous thing, as expected of Rinnegan. Nagato in the distance smiled conceitedly. I really didn't expect Payne Rinnegan's secret to be seen through so quickly. This is the first time. In previous battles, Payne's Rinnegan was their biggest secret, their biggest advantage. Others will be at a loss if they don't know anything about their Payne's intelligence. Just like when they played against Six Tails Jinchuriki, they were easily caught because the Six Tails Jinchuriki bubble didn't know them at all. Logically speaking, Six Tails Jinchuriki is a very strong being. A few tricks killed the 2 of them Payne, but they are still in hell. Can be resurrected at any time. And this time in Konoha, their Payne's information is about to leak out. Qiye smiled. He was not analyzed through combat. Just kidding. He knows all the colors of Payne's panties. Do you still need to analyze it? Asura Road's remnant is still on the ground, and Hell Road has no time to resurrect him. Godly. Uchiha Qiye's black pupils instantly turned into scarlet Mangekyo Sharingan. In the blink of an eye, he came to the realm of hell. HMPH, if you see it again, let's take a good look at how it perished. Uchiha Qiye suddenly appeared in front of him, and the hell realm couldn't react at all. Godly ice. Click, click, under the gaze of everyone, the hell road quickly froze. It shattered with a bang. This process happens in the blink of an eye. Even if the other Payne saw it, the body couldn't do anything at all. Nagato in the distance even spat out a mouthful of blood. Controlling 6 pens at the same time is not an easy task. At this time, the unease in Nagato's heart grew stronger. Uchiha Qiye, really strong. In less than a few minutes, the Asura Road and the Hell Road disappeared. Is this the power of the Uchiha clan? Tiandao Payne looked forward to it. Godly ice. After solving the Hell Realm, Qiye shot again. The pupils of Mangekyo Sharingan's shuriken aimed at Tiandao Payne. Shen Luo Tianzheng. Click, click, the frozen focus of Uchiha Qiye was directly bounced off by Shinra Tensei. It's Rinnegan after all, so I still have to give some face. Hey, it actually bounced off my ice of the gods. Qiye pretended to be surprised, but the good show is still to come. Don't you call yourself gods, you must be worshipped by the villagers in Rain Shinobi Village. But it's in Konoha now, you rubbish, all kneel down to me. A powerful haki emanated from Uchiha Qiye. At the same time, there's a steady stream of gravity pressing on Payne and the others. At this time, Payne's feet seemed to be filled with lead, and it was difficult to walk. Bang bang bang. Unable to hold on any longer, they all knelt down. Chapter 266 Advertisement. At this moment, Uchiha Qiye unleashes his own Conqueror's haki. Strong gravity pressed Payne and the others. Bang bang bang. This inexplicable gravity made it difficult for them to even fight, and they all knelt down. What the hell is going on with this powerful force? Cold sweat overflowed from Tiandao Payne's cheeks. He had never seen such a strange power. Kakashi et al. Also have some doubts. He remembered that Qiye had used this trick on Kakuzu and Hidan. Other Konoha Shinobi fans were even more amazed. Hey, did you see it? I see, those Payne actually knelt down, aren't they claiming to be gods? I don't know, what did Master Qiye do? I don't know, Lord Qiye seems to be standing there and doing nothing, at the way of heaven, the way of human beings, the way of beasts, and the eyes of hungry Kido converge on Uchiha Qiye at the same time. At this moment, the self-proclaimed gods all felt a trace of fear. This natural haki looks down on them like a king. Rao is a god, and he must kneel before him. It's really imposing, Master Qiye. Those Konoha Shinobi people could faintly feel the haki on Uchiha's body and couldn't help but want to kneel. The slightest chill haunted Payne. Even if they were corpses, they couldn't help trembling. It was Nagato, who was controlling them from a distance, shuddered. Shen Luo Tianzheng. Tiandao used Shen Luo Tianzheng again. The target that he bounced off with his palm was just aimed at Uchiha Qiye. However, Uchiha Qiye still stood there motionless. And the gravity on them hasn't disappeared. How is it possible that my Shen Luo Tianzheng is useless? Tien Dao's face was full of deep shock. Just a little bit of heaven, but so, you know, my strength is higher than yours. Maybe, godly ice. Click, click, Tiandao roared, and his body was quickly covered by a layer of ice crystals. There was a bang behind him, and it was scattered into ice cubes and shattered to the ground. Immediately afterwards, the white skeleton giant hand appeared. A slap and a Payne. Even if it was a corpse, those Payne felt the fear of death. Hungry Kido still wants to absorb ninjutsu, directly shot to death by Uchiha Qiye's Susanoo. The human way was smashed into the earth with a punch. The animal way was torn to shreds by Susanoo's giant hand. Everyone was stunned. In a few cups of tea, the intruder has been solved by Uchiha Qiye. Too strong. Lord Qiye is simply too strong. Yeah, with Lord Qiye here, why worry about the enemy's attack? Long live Mr. Qiye. Seeing Uchiha Qiye's shot, those Konoha shinobi bragged about him killing him. Not to mention Kakashi and others, they haven't seen Uchiha Qiye take action for a long time. This shot made Uchiha Qiye seem stronger than before. Darling, if things continue like this, will there be any rivals in this world? Kakashi, Asuma and the others could only laugh bitterly. Anyone who compares with Uchiha Qiye can only be ashamed. But Guy, still that guy, full of passion. Patting Kakashi on the shoulder, he comforted. Kakashi, don't be discouraged, Kie-sama is so strong, we have to make progress. At least today we are stronger than yesterday, and we will always be the biggest enemy. After 6 pads Payne was eliminated, Nagato, who was controlled in the distance, spat out blood. Conan. Nagato, how is it? Don't force yourself. Conan, that man is too strong, Payne has been knocked down. Advertisement, what? Conan's tight and pretty face suddenly became dignified. She couldn't believe that the invincible Payne could be brought down. In her mind, Payne is an invincible existence. How many tailed beasts were caught by Payne? And now, Payne is actually broken in Konoha. Ridiculous, this is simply ridiculous. Bean-sized beads of sweat dripped down Nagato's cheeks. When Payne fell, this battle is doomed to end in their defeat. This ending was difficult for him to accept. Leave here. When the ninja of Konoha were immersed in the joy of victory, Yamanaka Kaiichi informs them through the occult of perception. Master Qiye, Kakashi, Guy, Asuma and all the ninjas in the village. With the latest disappearance, a large number of Cloud Shinobi ninjas have gathered in the northeast direction outside the village. Sure enough, Cloud Shinobi colluded with Akatsuki. Everyone, let's kill Cloud Shinobi together, oh. Qiye gave an order and the other ninjas cheered. Outside Konoha village, this side of Cloud Shinobi. Darui looked sad. Captain Tutai, I know why those guys haven't sent a signal yet. It will definitely take some time to open the gap from Konoha, just wait. Indeed, even Akatsuki's leader can't do it easily. At this time, Cloud Shinobi's perception ninja Nozomi's expression changed drastically. Tutai, Darui, it's not good, a large number of ninjas are coming here. What? The faces of the people changed greatly. The Konoha Shinobi came towards this side, but there was only one result, and that was Payne's defeat. Payne betrayed them. Cloud Shinobi colluded with Konoha? This is absolutely impossible. Akatsuki wants Konoha's tailed beast. And now, Akatsuki's news is completely gone. There is just a lot of Konoha Shinobi feel here. Everyone, get ready to fight the Konoha Shinobi to the death. At this time, it is too late to retreat, and if you retreat in a hurry, you will be beaten by a dwarf dog. When it spreads in the ninja world, their Cloud Shinobi village will really not be able to raise their heads. In an upright battle with Konoha, Cloud Shinobi may have more opportunities and dignity. Yo, all Cloud Shinobi ninjas, long time no see. Suddenly, several figures appeared in front of Cloud Shinobi ninja. Uchiha Qiye, Guy, Kakashi, Asuma, and Genma Shiranui were the first to arrive. It's you, Uchiha Qiye. Seeing Uchiha Qiye, the long knife in Darui's hand trembled slightly. This is the man who killed Morm, Sam and others, and defeated them Cloud Shinobi in the Land of Frost. Uchiha Qiye, is that him? Tutai, she and others also noticed it. Fourth Reikage is because this man did not hesitate to collude with Akatsuki to fight Konoha. By Wooden Golem also died at his hands. Well now, the new and old accounts can be counted together. This time, there are thousands of Cloud Shinobi ninjas who attacked Konoha with Akatsuki. It can be said that Cloud Shinobi dispatched a large number of troops. Because during the Fourth Ninja World War, there were more than 80,000 Ninja World allied forces. On average, there are nearly 20,000 ninjas in a ninja village in the 5 countries. And that doesn't include genins, because war always leaves the village with fresh blood, just like the genin Konohamaru of Konoha, they didn't go to the battlefield. The same goes for other ninja villages, but this time, together with Akatsuki to attack Konoha, Cloud Shinobi dispatched thousands of ninjas. It can be said that Reikage hates Konoha and Uchiha Qiye deeply. Even so, Uchiha Qiye didn't give the Cloud Shinobi ninja the slightest hope. As soon as Susanoo came out, all that was left was despair. Chapter 267 Advertisement. At this moment, Uchiha Qiye made this group of Cloud Shinobi ninjas feel hopeless. Now he doesn't have the heart to play with these little guys. As soon as they do it, they will feel hopeless. The majestic chakra emanates from Uchiha Qiye. As a perception ninja, Nozomi was terrified after sensing this majestic chakra. This is far beyond the limit of what ordinary ninjas can bear. Their fourth Reikage has a tailed beast level chakra. But now, the chakra that she perceives from Uchiha Qiye is far more than the tailed beast. Not even their 8 tails Jinchuriki Killer Bee at Cloud Shinobi Village. You must know that among the 9 tails, 8 tails is second only to the existence of 9 tails. In front of him, the chakra emanating from Uchiha Qiye is still growing, and the perception is endless. Zai's mouth was wide open, and his eyes were full of deep shock. How is it possible? How is it possible that someone has such a terrifying chakra? The monstrous chakra emanating from Uchiha Qiye surged into the sky. Suddenly, white skeletons wrapped around it. The breath of death enveloped everyone present. Even the Konoha Shinobi and Kakashi were horrified. Is this the chakra emanating from Lord Qiye? It's amazing. Master Qiye, what is he going to do? Konoha Village, Ministry of Perception, Captain Hiei, Lord Kai's chakra will continue to grow, and this perception water polo will not be able to withstand the explosion. The Konoha Shinobi from the perception department were also shocked, their faces covered in fine sweat. Such a powerful chakra made them feel that the water polo was unbearable. Yamanaka Kai gave a wry smile. Immediately send a message to Uchiha Qiye using the secret technique. Master Qiye, don't explode chakra. If you continue like this, the water polo of my perception department will explode. Ah, yes, all right. Qiye replied simply. Perceiving that the chakra was no longer growing, everyone in the Konoha perception department breathed a sigh of relief. Those cloud shinobi ninjas who were aware of it at close range took a deep breath. They had never seen anyone burst out with such a powerful chakra, which was more terrifying than a tailed beast. But this was just the beginning of the nightmare. Kai's majestic chakra has transformed into a huge white skeleton. This is Susanoo. Some seasoned cloud shinobi ninjas can tell at a glance. They had never met a ninja so oppressive. Susanoo's changes continue. First there were empty skeletons, then flesh and blood, meridians, Watengu armor, and finally a pair of white wings grew out of the back. The full body Susanoo has taken shape. A white giant stands in front of the cloud shinobi ninja. Uchiha Qiye stood inside Susanoo and glanced at him with indifferent eyes. On the ground is like a white Shira standing looking down at all beings. This is the perfect Susanoo, with the power to destroy everything. Some cloud shinobi ninjas have automatically lost their weapons. The body trembled involuntarily. Faced with such an enemy, they have no chance of defeating them. All that awaits them is death. It's just a question of who dies first and who dies later. To die sooner or later is to die. I am afraid it is just a time to breathe. They will see God together. An aura of despair enveloped them, and even the last bit of resistance was wiped away. Kakashi and the others stared at this full-body Susanoo. Advertisement at the same time, I remembered the powerful chakra and the huge white phantom that erupted from the mountain behind Konoha. Sure enough, it was Lord Qiye who was fighting at that time. Those Konoha shinobi people couldn't help but swallow. Even if they were not enemies, they were shivered by this powerful aura. Is this the strength of Lord Qiye? It's simply too strong. Gollum. Can anyone really survive under such terrifying power? Everyone looked at this white Shira intently, feeling a little fortunate in their hearts. Fortunately Uchiha Qiye is from Konoha. If they were enemies, they would be as desperate as those cloud shinobi ninjas. Uchiha Qiye completely shocked these ninjas with his strength, whether it was Konoha's or cloud shinobis. They have not seen the strength of the legendary Chunin Uchiha Madara. However, they saw Uchiha Qiye today. This is the ceiling of the ninja world, after all. As strong as Uchiha Madara was also defeated by first Hokage Senju Hashirama. This group of Konoha shinobi can't help but fantasize inside. If Kie-sama was in the same era as Shodai and Uchiha Madara, what would the final era of Sengoku be like? You are stupid. Master Kie and Uchiha Madara belong to the same Uchiha clan. It must be the victory of the Uchiha clan, and there will be no reconciliation between the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan. Yes. Hey, you guys, don't be distracted, the enemy is still there. Seeing that someone actually communicated privately, Asuma shouted loudly. Sorry, Captain Asuma. These Konoha shinobi people broke out in a cold sweat. They were already immersed in the sheer power of Uchiha Qiye. Lightning style, Black Panther. Even in the face of the huge Susanoo, there are some people in Cloud Shinobi who did not give up. Darui used his best Black Thunderbolt, a Black Thunder that only 3rd Raikage had. Lan Dun, Laser Circus. Lan Dun and Lightning style attacked Uchiha Kai's huge Susanoo. Bang bang, immediately, there were 2 loud noises, and there was no splash. Darui's attack is like a tickling. The Cloud Shinobi ninjas, who had a glimmer of hope for Darui's attack, are now completely desperate. Even Darui's Lan Dun and Heilei have no effect, let alone them. Uchiha Qiye smiled up to the sky. Is this the scumbag of you Cloud Shinobi? Damn. B**************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** Darui couldn't help but cursed. It was an honor for you to see my full body, Susanoo. The world is so small that there is no room for the second person to toss. From now on, the land of Thunder and Cloud Shinobi Village will also disappear from the ninja world. Qiye grinned and Susanoo grew 3 heads and 6 arms. The white giant blade was easily swung, and in exchange, there were bursts of mourning. Uchiha Qiye in the sky looks down on everything. In his eyes, these Cloud Shinobi ninjas are ants-like existences, let them trample on them. Bang 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 bang. Susanoo swung his sword and stepped on it. The land collapsed, and the battlefield suddenly became a rubble. Cloud Shinobi ninja mourns everywhere, and the air smells of blood. In a few breaths, this battlefield has been cleaned by Uchiha Qiye. In front of the perfect Susanoo, everyone is like an ant. As for those Cloud Shinobi ninjas who still have breath, pretend to be dead, and half dead, they will be handed over to Kakashi, Konoha Shinobi led by Asuma. The knife that needs to be repaired is the knife that needs to be cut off. This is war, and there will be no sympathy for the enemy. In less than 10 minutes, the thousands of Cloud Shinobi ninjas were gone. Chapter 268 Advertisement Fire Nation, Konoha Village, Hokage Office. Master Tsunade, wasn't there news just now that the village was invaded by an enemy, or Akatsuki's leader? Shizune hurried in from the outside holding the dolphin, short of breath. The originally fair cheeks turned red and white. Shizune, you're late, Akatsuki's leader has already been defeated by that kid. Beat, so fast? Shizune, she just received the news. Tsunade held a glass of red wine in his hand and looked into the distance. The small mouth pursed lightly. With that kid here, I, Hokage, are very relieved about Konoha Village, haha. Immediately, Tsunade looked at Shizune with a sly gaze and looked up and down. Shizune felt uncomfortable with Tsunade's eyes. Master Tsunade, what are you looking at? Shizune, don't forget what I told you. What's the matter? That's it, that. Shizune seemed to have suddenly thought of something, and her cheeks instantly flushed red. Tsunade smiled. She told Uchiha Qiye last time that she would be rewarded when she came back from Mist Shinobi. She knew that Kai's personality would never be forgotten. Fortunately, Tsunade trapped Shizune. Two people are better than one. Outside Konoha Village, all over the ruins are the corpses of Cloud Shinobi ninjas. Master Qiye, Cloud Shinobi ninjas are all solved. Qiye nodded with satisfaction. The aftermath, Kakashi, Asuma, they all handled it well. It's time to find that kid Nagato. Kakashi, Asuma, I'll leave the matter here to you. Then Master Qiye, how about you? I have other things to do. Kakashi and Asuma looked at each other. Now that both Akatsuki and Cloud Shinobi have been resolved, they can't think of anything else. Since Qiye said so, naturally there is his reason. Kakashi and the others did not dare to ask. They led the group of Konoha Shinobi and had to deal with the corpses of these Cloud Shinobi ninjas. Nagato was pale in a tree hole outside Konoha Village. Controlling 6 paths Payne with the Nagato Uzumaki clan's physique would have been handy. But because he sacrificed himself to the Gedo statue, because summoning out of the Gedo statue had to give it a lot of chakra. That's why Nagato is now skinny and weak. In addition, 6 paths Payne was defeated by Uchiha Qiye, and he himself suffered a certain backlash. Uchiha Qiye is quite familiar with their chakra through their fight with Payne. After a simple perception, you will know the specific location of Nagato. And Nagato, as a member of the Uzumaki family, also has the ability to perceive. When Uchiha Qiye sensed him, he knew it too. In the original book, Nagato sensed Kabuto's chakra and told Itachi during the 4th Ninja War. Conan, you go first, the guy is coming. Nagato, do you mean Uchiha Qiye? Yes, that guy is very strong, and Payne was easily defeated by him. Now those Cloud Shinobi ninjas may have been poisoned. Just now Uchiha Qiye broke out a powerful chakra. Nagato is also affected. Suddenly, the space behind Nagato distorted. What? A scream followed. Nagato's pair of Rinnegan was cut out directly. The sudden change made Conan's face change drastically. Advertisement: a figure slowly walked out of the twisted Uzumaki space. Wearing an orange mask. Uchiha Madara. It's just that one hole in the original orange mask has become 2. Conan is shocked when Nagato's Rinnegan is suddenly taken away. Angrily asked, Uchiha Madara, why are you doing this? The masked man Obito snorted softly. It's just rubbish. Even the mere 9 tails and 3 tails can't handle it. What's the use of keeping you guys? Akatsuki and Konoha's battles are all under the control of the masked man Obito. Absolutely responsible for collecting battle situations. It can be said that Obito, the masked man, has a good understanding of the battle situation through Black Zetsu under the title of Uchiha Madara. Without 6 paths Payne, Nagato is nothing but a wreck. While Nagato with Rinnegan can recreate Payne, Obito the masked man is no longer needed. Besides, Black Zetsu had told him that Uchiha Qiye was coming this way. So, he saw the opportunity to retake Rinnegan before Uchiha Qiye came. Project Tsuki no Mi official masked man Uchiha Madara proposed. Conan did not understand why the masked man would do it at this time. Nagato was covering his eyes in pain. Uchiha Madara, what the hell are you doing? Get Nagato's eyes back. HMPH, what are you doing? Your abilities don't stop there. Come back. It's my thing. The masked man Obito spread his hands and said angrily. Your things? I put these eyes on Nagato. Do you really think he was born with them? Also, Akatsuki was created by me, and the Akatsuki that Yu Yahiko created was just my tool. Now that the tool's job is done, it's useless. Masked man Obito is now in a showdown and has nothing to hide. Rinnegan is enough for Nagato, who lost Payne. The others have done nothing to him. Hearing what the masked man said, both Nagato and Conan were shocked. They wanted to build a peaceful world, but in the end they became tools of Uchiha Madara. At the beginning, Zhaoban was a huge group, and the death of other members of Shao was also related to the man wearing the mask in front of him. It's not just that Danzo and Hanzo conspired to put Akatsuki in a doomed situation. Among them, Obito, a masked man, is also making trouble. Only then did Konan and Nagato realize that everything was wrong. Suddenly, Ju's figure emerged from the ground. "Faye, has Rinnegan got it?" "That's natural. It turns out that Shao, Ju and the masked man are the real masterminds behind the scenes. Although Project Tasuki no Mi is real, it doesn't have anything to do with Nagato, Konan and others. These two useless wastes, get rid of them," smile coldly. With limited mobility, the bony Nagato shouted, "Konan, run." Masked man Obito stared. Kamui launches. The space around Nagato rapidly warps. The twisted space node directly twisted Nagato's head off. Bang bang, Nagato's head rolled directly to the ground. The masked man Obito was quite ruthless when he shot. Useless abandoned sons should be abandoned without any hesitation. This is the power of his right eye, compared to Kakashi. Masked man Obito himself is more handy to use. In the blink of an eye, Masked Man took out Nagato with Kamui. With a cold smile, he looked at Konan. "Next, it's you." Chapter 269. Advertisement. Almost in the blink of an eye, the masked man Obito wrenched out Nagato's head with a Kamui. For Nagato, who has lost the ability to move and become a crippled man, it is a living target. Obito under the mask smiled, looked at Konan, and shouted coldly. "Next, it's you." Now that the masked man Obito has a showdown, he will not let go of Akatsuki's traitors. Just when he was about to do it, suddenly, two white birds flew towards him quickly. Masked man Obito's eyes narrowed slightly. "This is..." "Drink." A loud shout followed. Rumbling, the two white birds exploded quickly, and the smoke billowed, blowing the big tree made of this piece of paper into pieces. All of a sudden they were naked under the sky. Deidara, Sasori. Konan's shocked eyes looked up to the sky, and above the big white bird were Deidara and Sasori. Just now Deidara attacked the masked man with detonating clay. Until this time, Deidara and Sasori were not convinced that Uchiha Qiye was right. It turns out that the masked man is the mastermind behind Akatsuki, who has been using them as tools and using them. The fantasy world that the masked man wanted was not what Deidara wanted at all. In the world of illusion, there is no reality of explosive art. Just before Konan and Nagato, the masked man also had a showdown. The smoke cleared, and the masked man Obito appeared intact in the sight of Deidara and Sasori. Seeing the appearance of Deidara and Sasori, the masked man was also slightly surprised. Obito, a masked man with hollow ability, ignores Deidara's clay attack at all. Tisk tisk, Deidara, Sasori, I didn't expect you to come here too. Faye, we are not tools at your discretion. For a guy like you, I must let you taste my art. Obito under the mask smiled. So far, Deidara and Sasori are useless for him. In the original book, Obito, the masked man, used Deidara as a tool to test Sasuke. In Deidara's fight with Sasuke, Deidara wouldn't blow himself up if he helped a little. During the entire battle, Obito, the masked man, just helped Deidara lay a mine. The masked man Obito chuckled, better now. Akatsuki's few remaining personnel have already gathered. Now, Obito, the masked man, can play with them and clear the portal by the way. Swish, in an instant, numerous kunai, shuriken, and flying thorns flew towards Obito, the masked man. This is exactly what Sasori's Higurashi came out of. Woohoo, not surprisingly, those attacks all passed through the masked man Obito's body. Konan on the side reminded, Deidara, Sasori, normal physical attacks are useless. This guy can ignore physical attacks for 5 minutes. The masked man has been in Akatsuki for so long, and Konan has also investigated him and has information about his abilities. If you attack for 5 minutes in a row, do you still want the opponent to be unable to counterattack? This seems a bit difficult. Deidara's face sank. Do you want to use C4? Oh, it's so lively here, a lazy voice came from not far away. Masked man Obito's complexion changed greatly. Damn, how did this guy come so fast? He also wanted to get rid of Konan before the man came, but it didn't seem to work. Advertisement. Now that Rinnegan is in hand, the masked man hasn't finished the final stage yet. There is no point in fighting to the death here. It was none other than Uchiha Qiye. The two holes in the mask of the masked man Obito looked at the young figure on the tree. Uchiha Qiye, long time no see. Qiye smiled happily. Since he fought against the masked man Obito after the night of the genocide, he had not seen each other for many years. Master Qiye. Seeing the appearance of Uchiha Qiye, Sasori and Deidara immediately bowed forward. They made a pact with Uchiha Qiye, if the truth is what Qiye said. Deidara and Sasori are Akatsuki's tools, and if they are used by the masked man Faye behind their backs, They are willing to join Uchiha Qiye and become his subordinates. So far, the facts have proved everything. Under Uchiha Qiye, Deidara and Sasori are free. The masked man Obito was a little surprised. Positive color. Sasori, Deidara, it turns out that you and him have long been collaborating, traitors to the organization, too trash. Ha ha, Deidara and Sasori both laughed. It was ridiculous to say this from the masked man. We are traitors. What are you? Deidara and Sasori didn't want to die for Akatsuki for no apparent reason. If they hadn't been awakened by Uchiha Qiye and continued to fight against Konoha in the dark, they would have become two corpses now. Konan was also shocked. She didn't expect Sasori and Deidara to have a relationship with the man Uchiha Qiye. But why didn't the masked man Uchiha Madara's real purpose be told to her? Maybe tell her, she wouldn't believe it at that time. Master Qiye, be careful. The masked man Uchiha Madara's abilities are quite tricky, and physical attacks have no effect on him. Deidara kindly reminded. He knows Uchiha Kai's ability pervert. But the ability of the masked man Uchiha Madara in front of him is also quite pervert. Especially since he grabbed a Sharingan from the Konoha shinobi, Deidara seems almost invincible. So even with Uchiha Qiye here, he wouldn't dare to relax. Qiye glanced at the Sharingan in the black hole in the mask. Uchiha Madara, is he worthy? Sample, don't think I don't know you when you wear a vest. Uchiha Qiye smiled contemptuously, which made the masked man Obito panic. It felt like the last piece of my fig leaf was torn off by someone. Asked coldly. Uchiha Qiye, what do you know? It's ridiculous, masked man, don't you still call yourself Uchiha Madara? Don't you know that Orochimaru once brought out Uchiha Madara in pure world reincarnation? It's ridiculous. The masked man Obito shuddered. Konan and Deidara were equally shocked. Isn't the masked man who has been calling himself Uchiha Madara in the organization not Uchiha Madara? Among them, the masked man and Konan have more contact with them. Konan really thought the masked man was Uchiha Madara's. It's funny to say, how can a guy who has been calling himself Uchiha Madara wear a mask? A legendary ninja like Uchiha Madara can't hide himself with a mask. Damn, how on earth did that Orochimaru guy find it? Ha ha. 1 second, the masked man Obito's face was extremely gloomy, and the next second he burst out laughing. The face under that wild smile is unknowingly distorted. Ha ha, whether I am Uchiha Madara or not, it doesn't matter who I am, it doesn't matter to me how the world is. Qiye just laughed at this. When someone exposes me, I immediately put on a look that I don't care what the world is like. It's really disgusting. 66. You are disgusting. Uchiha Obito. At Chapter 270 Advertisement. You are disgusting. Uchiha Obito. At Uchiha Obito? Konan, Deidara, and Sasori all looked at the masked man with puzzled eyes. The name was unfamiliar to the three of them, and the masked man Obito's body trembled slightly, and it has been a long time since no one called this name. He murmured, Uchiha Qiye, what an interesting man. He didn't expect his true identity to be seen through by Uchiha Qiye. Is it because he took Kakashi's Sharingan or something else? Obito doesn't care anymore. Ha ha ha, at this moment Obito laughed again. Click, click. He directly took off his own mask and crushed it. You are an amazing man. Uchiha Qiye. Uchiha Obito's left face is covered with lines, giving people a man with a story at first glance. Gollum, Deidara swallowed. It turns out that Ah-Fei looks like this under the mask, so ugly, there is absolutely no art at all. Didn't you say that the Uchiha family are all handsome guys? The rumors don't seem to be credible. Sasori nodded in agreement. Suddenly, the space around Obito began to warp. With dual Kamui, he time shifts faster. In the blink of an eye, he disappeared in front of Uchiha Qiye and the others. Uchiha Qiye, our accounts haven't been settled yet, you have to live until then. Ah, did you run away? Qiye felt a little unhappy in his heart. Indeed, Obito, who just got Rinnegan, is not the time to fight Qiye head-on. So now he can only choose to run away. It's not important to deal with the three traitors, Konan, Deidara, and Sasori. Slip away, slip away. This was the first thought in Obito's mind. Oh, it's so boring. Qiye yawned and sighed. Deidara and Sasori came to him. Master Qiye, do you need us to do anything? It's okay, you are free, do whatever you like. Deidara and Sasori's eyes lit up and they understood in an instant. The big white bird flutters its wings and soars in the sky. After a few breaths, Deidara and the others were gone. At the scene, only Konan was left guarding Nagato's body. Qiye raised an eyebrow. This woman has a bit of beauty. Suddenly, there was a slight moan from Nagato's head on the ground. Qiye was taken aback. Damn it, as expected of the Uzumaki clan, do you still have your last breath when your head is on the ground? Little, Konan. Hearing the sound, Konan immediately ran to Nagato's head, and the scene was a little joyful. Rain Shinobi Village will be handed over to you, you are the angel of Rain Shinobi Village. Conan just sobbed and didn't speak. Nagato's empty deep pupil looked at Uchiha Qiye. Uchiha Qiye, can I ask you one thing? What's the matter? I'm not a chivalrous person, whether I agree or not depends on my mood. Nagato, who lost his eyes, showed a smile on the corner of his mouth. Conan, please take care of Conan. As soon as he finished speaking, Nagato burped. After all, the head was separated from the corpse, and it was a miracle that he could still breathe. Don't you miss it? I will keep your wife. Shay, is he Uchiha Qiye that kind of person? But Nagato and Conan aren't that kind of relationship, they're just companions. Advertisement Conan, a strong female ninja, stopped her tears immediately. Oh, woman, do you want revenge? Of course, I won't let that disgusting masked man go. Suddenly, Conan knelt down in front of Uchiha Qiye. Master Qiye, please help me, I am willing to give my all. Conan knows that she is no match for Obito at her current strength. The opponents are not only Mangekyo Sharingan's time-space ninjutsu, but also Rinnegan, and all the tailed beasts collected. She can only rely on the man in front of her, she is a woman who knows the times. Qiye walked up to Conan and lifted her chin. At this time, there are some tears in Conan's eyes, which can be regarded as a kind of intellectual matured charm. Very good, woman, follow me, you can avenge your revenge, and you can also keep Rain Shinobi Village safe. After Payne defeated Hanzo of the Salamander, Rain Shinobi Village was already under Payne's control. And Conan is the angel of Rain Shinobi Village. Obito is not interested in controlling a country, a village at all. All he wants is infinite Tsukuyomi, to plunge the world into illusion. Obito's goal is the whole world, a country or a village, for him it's just 1,000 colors of red and a little green. Not uncommon at all. Generally speaking, the title of Shadow is only possessed by the leaders of the 5 great kingdoms and the 5 great ninja villages. Of course, some other ninja village leaders also call themselves Shadow, such as Xingying and the like. Lord Qiye, what should I do next? Naturally, the title is set up in Rain Shinobi Village, and you, Conan, are the first generation of Rain Shinobi Village's Rain Shadow. Don't worry, other big countries will not have any opinions. The Hokage of the 5 kingdoms, the Land of Fire, must listen to Kai's words. Mizukage of the Land of Water also listens to Qiye. Needless to say, the Land of Wind has become a vassal of the Land of Fire. As for the Land of Thunder, Iwagakure, repeatedly looking for Konoha trouble. Qiye has decided to erase Iwagakure from the ninja world. The last land of the land, Iwagakure can't make waves at all. After just a few minutes of contact, Conan felt the power of the man in front of him. Uchiha Qiye is a man you can rely on. Kai's sly eyes looked up and down at Conan. Of course it's all conditional. Looking at Uchiha Kai's fiery gaze, Conan understood in an instant. Master Qiye, I know. Conan took off his black robe and red cloud cloak. Swish, pieces of paper flew all over the sky, wrapping it all up, forming a small house. Qiye also doesn't plan to use Shenyu technique to return home. The wild has the benefits of the wild. Everything just happened. The Land of Thunder, Cloud Shinobi Village. Snapped, with a loud noise, another desk in Raikage's office broke. The whole army was wiped out. How could the whole army be wiped out? The battle report from Konoha has already arrived. Thousands of their Cloud Shinobi ninjas have been wiped out, not a single one survived. Damn Konoha. 4th Raikage's eyes were bloodshot. Cloud Shinobi, who participated in the war, has not returned, and there is no news. He had already confirmed it in his heart, but he couldn't believe it. This time, in the battle with Akatsuki and Konoha, Cloud Shinobi dispatched a large number of troops. Shi, Omoi, Karui, Tutai, Darui, etc. are all elite ninjas in Cloud Shinobi Village. And this time, it all fell apart at Konoha Village. These are the pillars of Cloud Shinobi Village. Darui is the right-hand man known as 4th Raikage. He survived the war in the Land of Frost. And this time I went to Konoha. The last bit of news was gone. This time Cloud Shinobi Village is facing an unprecedented crisis. 66 as the secretary, Azabuye looked solemn. Raikage-sama, why don't we surrender to Konoha?